Everybody, happy Monday at night. Boy with them, how it is, what it is, what it is, how it is. Away from my mind, get on here. People come, they'll get a little bit on here. And, I'm gonna, uh, I'm gonna do my little game right here while I talk. See somebody. Oh, Lord, some good news. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, Major League Baseball in there too. Everybody have dinner, huh? Talking to the graveyard, huh? Sometimes it takes a couple minutes for people to start coming in. Not everybody's so resilient to come on live. It's okay. People got lives too. Some people do what they gotta do. Me, I keep doing what I do. That's why at least we gotta wait for some hands. Well, somebody's liking ready. What is this, my mod on here? Oh, what's up, buddy? Oh, yeah, I was on time. You pretty much on time too. Ah, since like I said, you count somebody too. So I'm not gonna sit here and wait for anybody else. But how I be. Uh, the news I thought I would never get, I wasn't even expecting. Man, I'm done with my physical therapy. I went in there today, and first thing they said to me, they said, you want this to be your last day?" And I said, "Hell yeah!" So as long as you can show, as long as you can show us what you've been doing and you've been maintaining that, and I've been beyond a reasonable doubt was able to. I mean, they straight up emailed the doctor. Gotta go see the doctor Thursday. She'll fucking relieve me from work. I'm gonna be back at it. So I'll be back at it before the week's end. Or they might, they'd be like, "Hey, you want to start? You want to start Friday?" I could start probably Thursday, depending on what time I get out of the doctor's. But I'd have to be all ready for that. But I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But look, yeah, no more physical therapy. So I'll be going back to work here soon, very, very soon, like in under 7 days. I'll be back at work. So guys ain't gonna be getting a lot of these lives. I mean, I could try to go live when I get out of work, but other than that, there ain't gonna be none of these lives like this unless you're lucking out and it's like a paid holiday or something, because that's how I get paid holidays, shit like that. But they're already building. They're already building on double duplicating my department. So they're really hurting for me to get back because a lot of things just went fuck off, and it's like it's not my fault, but they're like it's weird. It's like you had to leave temporarily, and all this other shit started happening. It's like you were like the glue or something. Well, it is what it is, but the thing is, they all know I'm the back, and it wouldn't matter if it took 3 fucking months or 3 years. My job was waiting for me. That's all there is to it. My job doesn't sit there and discriminate, especially once your company. So, no, I could. With work, work is rigged, brother. Like I will, hey, I will. I guess I will. Just to keep everybody, up and straight. But I'm so you to me a normal life is a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? So like, you still might get it out of me anyways. The thing is, I won't be able to give you no time until like I'm getting right out of work, literally. So you'd have to be like looking at your shit between like 1 in the morning, 1 in the morning to 4 in the morning. Yeah, literally, because I don't get out at the same time. I don't. I will never get out at the same time every night because we close shop. Like literally, we pick up where first shift leaves off, and they usually leave us with a pile of shit. They'll lie to us, so it is what it is. But that's where the real money's at. So I don't give a shit, and it's really not about the money. But I do have other things that do. like me, I don't give a shit about money, but peace of mind. So I think I've said it before. 5 years, I'll have a house. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind, especially with the job I have now. Yeah, job that I've had since last year, actually. Yeah. So really that's the last thing I'm worried about. I don't need no help. I'm not gonna need no fucking shit from the bank. And God forbid if I did, you know how they are. If you could show them fucking 100,000, they'll fucking give you 200,000. You have 1 million, they'll give you 1.5 million. Okay, I got you, big guy. I got you. I got you. Uh, but yeah, things change, like the weather, and I'm very, 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 very grateful. Like the Lord, everybody, all y'all. Like I had at a bare minimum 3 more weeks until I was gonna go back at a bare minimum, and they had 9, and that was what I was banking on. Okay, mind you, after today, I still had 10 more sessions, but I did so much home therapy to myself that like I said, they're like, you must have really been working out. These look, they're like, we don't need you. They're like, we're not going to keep you here, when you don't need to. It's just counterproductive, especially them knowing I need to get back to work. So it's like, because it's not even about whether I'm paid or not while I'm out. Not, that's besides the point. The whole thing is my work ethic. The last thing I want to do is become lazy because I'm not lazy by default. On top of it, Thursday I go for my license. No, I'm sorry, Monday. This coming Monday, I go for my license because they try to pull some stupid shit on me again today, which didn't help them because I fucking just straight out told them, I was like, you guys told me one thing and did another. Well, they didn't like that I was able to prove that because they're like, well, who told you what? It was the same person, so they were trying to act like I wasn't insane. I said, you're the one who told me this. I said, so stop acting like a fucking pancake because I'm not dealing with it. And they're like, well, you're just going to have to, because they assume I'm trying to cut them. I was like, you guys told me to bring you this. And then they're like, no, you just bring it back in when you're going to come get your license. Why didn't you just make an appointment? So I was told that you guys had to have this first. I don't know who told you that. Who did? Who? You. I don't remember telling you. I bet you don't fucking remember telling me that. Whatever. Monday I go for it, and there ain't no stopping it. Only thing that can stop me is me. So, and then, that's 2 good things. 3rd thing, yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I'm happy. I look, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I looked over at my job. That's where the last place I was looking. My locker, my job, for my keys. Maybe I thought I might have put it in there, but it wasn't up in there. So, I am calling a dealership, going to the dealership. And yeah, I gotta get my car towed up there tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm having it towed up there. And I'll pretty much be driving it back because they're getting the keys and getting 2 sets of master keys, with unlock, beepers. Because I think that security system I really can't use. I mean, if it's locked up, when I was using it, somebody opened, yeah, that bitch gonna go off. But I had no way to really control it. I'd have to go out there and unlock the fucking, I put my key in the fucking, down. But I'm getting 2 original master keys made for it. They're coming from their headquarters up north, like damn near fucking Indiana type shit. So yeah, and it's not costing that much. The tow up there, have to take the motherfucker up there is gonna cost more. The keys are gonna cost me like both sets with everything on them, original everything, like $500, and that's for them to program them, all that shit. That's okay. That's fine with me. The tow, like I said, if I got 1 key, the tow's more than the fucking key. But they gotta get the key programmed and put the chip and all this shit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy now. They pulled this other shit. I mean, they're like, we can give you a boot key. I was like, what the hell's a boot key? They're like, it's a key that'll work for your car after we put this little program on it, but it's only going to start your car 4 fucking times. So it's pretty much made to get up here. And I'm like, well, I ain't got a license right now, so I ain't got the luxury for that shit. So I'm not going to sit there and risk it either. I'm not going to have, I come too close. I'm not going around fucking around dirty. It's bad enough what those cops did to me my last fucking 11 days with my permit while waiting on my decision for my license. Like, those motherfuckers were on me like vampires and shit. Like I was fucking Dillinger, you know, like, fuck all that. I mean, seriously. I mean, motherfucker straight up threatened me, told me, I'm gonna be watching for you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching. And I told him, I said, don't worry. I hope you grab me, because next time you see me, I'll have a motherfucking license. And then I want you to fucking tell me what the fuck's going on with me. Because, you know, last time you fucking said, I believe what you're doing. Man, I bet you I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I don't care about money, but, you know, it's pretty sad that he didn't even want to see my pay stubs that would have proved where I was at. I mean, fuck, I even could have called one of the bosses, you know? But that shit don't matter. They don't give a fuck. They say, oh, you making that up too? And then I would have looked right at his fucking his body cam and go, fuck you too, buddy. By the way, polish that tin star because I can smell shit from here. It's either that or you or both of them. Because there's nothing but full of fucking shit. Out grasping at straws, you can't leave somebody the fuck alone and stop getting in fucking trouble. That's the type of shit that they want to see. They want to see you revert. Yeah, and I'm not. I'm not. As much, like I said, as much as it would be so easy to do the wrong thing, nah, it's not worth it. Not everything I've been through. I had to learn the hard way, you know. You know, like they say, fuck with the bull, you get the horns, right? Yeah, well, very bullish. Like, I just didn't give a fuck. Now I'm froggish. Very amphibious. Yes. It's fucking hot as hell, though. It's still dark. It's getting dark. Barely fucking getting, it's like 90-something degrees. Yeah, well, why do you think I was recording on my side? I mean, I know I could have recorded. I could have requested their body cams, but that shit don't mean nothing. Not if I'm not trying to do it. I don't want their fucking body cam videos. I don't need them. I don't need those fucking body cam videos when I recorded my own shit. And that's what I told them. I said, don't think I ain't recording just like you. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I bet you don't. But if you didn't have that body cam, you'd sit there being butt the fuck hurt, just like you. Dash cams in the front and back, motherfucker. You know. They bank on you to not have those things so they can do stupid shit, like drop something in your back seat or do this or do that. And the thing is, they get away with it still with the body cams because they'll accidentally hit the button and knock it off, and then it'll turn back on right when they find it, and it's right after they drop it. I mean, I don't know how many cops get fucking popped for this shit, and it's so most of the time it's damage has already been done. A whole bunch of innocent people go to fucking jail and have to cop out to something they should have never. It's not like they're getting beat into it. They have no. I mean, you're getting caught. You're getting blackmailed. So, and I'm not saying that's happened to me because I can't. Because if it did, I would have sued the fuck out of somebody. But I'm just. They try to pull that shit again. Like I said, they were this close from a lawsuit. If they were to try to fuck, if my license would have somehow got fucked up because of that stupid fucking ticket that I ended up paying because I just didn't have the luxury to go to court. Yeah, I would have been suing for sure. Just because the guy didn't, the cop is so ignorant to himself, like he doesn't even know the law. Why do you think when the guy who pulled me over the first time, 9 days prior to that, was his backup? You know, he was like, what the fuck's going on here? I don't know. Go ask your fucking buddy. Go ask your buddy. Because, you know, I'm not the one who fucking sitting here trying to be a control freak. That shit's just not cool. Not cool at all. And, like I said, that was one day I got out early, so I was a little thankful. I got out early, but I didn't get home till fucking 10 to 5. Because he kept me on the fucking side of the road all night. Yeah. All fucking night. So, it was like, whatever. I was like, you know, you better hope this doesn't fucking turn into something you want it to be, because it's not really not gonna be what you want it to be. Like literally, when the backup came up, he had to talk him out of it because he's like, dude, this is a bad idea. You do not want to take him in. It was like, dude, at that point I wanted to, because it was like he was threatening me, but wouldn't send the tow out. So it was like, you're either gonna do this, you gotta let me go. He just kept burning time, throwing these idle threats at me, trying to get me built up. It was like, bro, you know how they got that fucking expression, throw shit against the wall and it sticks? Well, guess what? This time it didn't. You know, and that's what he was doing. He was just banking on, you know, banking on bullshit. With all the negativity and all that. And he acted so fucking stupid when I go, you want to arrest me? Because I'm not on my hours? Yeah. Well, I'm not on my hours because I got out of work early. And I said, that happened a couple days ago, and it happened 7 days prior. So, like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, so why did I get arrested by all them other cops, especially the guy that you got pulling up? Oh, he didn't pull you over. Fuck if he didn't. Oh, he didn't like it that when that came to him. He had to take that. Oh yeah, he had to sit there and take that like a little fuck. Those little fucking control freaks. He did not like when that got bird fed to him by the person that was pulling up. Oh yeah, he thought I was making shit up. I was like, good. I want you to fucking underestimate me. I want you to think that you can fucking sit there and control my destiny, because you don't. Of course they do. The thing is, that type of game I'm immune to. I know what they fucking like. That shit's kids play to me. You know, those motherfuckers are. Hey, they're so good at doing it to the average person. When somebody's been through it over and over again and knows, you know, that you ain't desensitizing me. I'm immune to that shit. To anybody else, yeah, you might desensitize them real fucking quick if they don't know what's going on. Yeah, you could really throw them like a turtle on their back. Not me. They could have grabbed me up and said, "You're going for murder," and I would have been like, "Okay, cool. Let's do this," because I know what I've done and what I haven't done. So at the end of the day, no matter what would have happened, their asses would have been fucked. Oh yeah, they would end up losing their jobs, all that shit. Might take a little bit, but guess what? I wouldn't have gave a shit. They would have paid for it. Yes, they would have, with their careers. You know, they would have made who they work for look bad. All sorts of shit. And I mean, and this shit happens all the time. Like that dude I was telling you about. You know, this kid got kidnapped and all that shit. You know, and kidnapped, raped, and murdered, little 3-year-old. And you know, they forced him into a confession, and you know, he didn't do it. Well, he was able to sue because of that. You know, because when the DNA came back, they had to release him. And he was, you know, if they were able to convict him, and none of that shit, he was gonna get the death penalty. Oh yeah, I mean, that was gonna happen. That was gonna be a fucking given, but they couldn't do it after that, and then they felt real stupid because they'd sat there and got all thirsty, and then they acted all stupid when the lawsuit came. Well, I was just following protocol. Protocol, huh? Okay, protocol. You being a fucking incompetent. I guess that's what that means, right? Being an incompetent. That shit's not playing here. And I've seen those motherfuckers go into play and tell them, hey, your own fucking mother's giving you up. Your own ma told us this, and that. And then before you know, motherfucker melted on the floor. My ma hasn't said shit. Ma don't even see, like literally. I remember one of my buddies, man. He caught a fucking DUI. And he didn't even have the fucking car on. You want to know how you want to know how he got a DUI though? Because he had his fucking keys in it. He was listening to his fucking radio, and his brake lights were on. Yeah, and somehow because he was parked on the side of the street in front of his house, they were able to fucking. They just were rolling through doing a patrol, and yeah, he was in his car, but he was at his house, and you know, got no motherfucking road. There's a lot of spots that don't even have driveways. So you gotta park on the side. And because he had his keys in ignition, but they weren't, nothing was started, and he was under the influence, they were able to take him. And, you know, and he had to deal with that, and that was something that he couldn't get away from. And that's fucked. That's completely fucked. Because if he would have had a camera, or dash cam, or something going, you're playing your radio, that shit should be going. I don't give a fuck if you're driving or not. If you're in your car, you should have any cameras you got going. Dash cams, well, I don't give a fuck. I just don't, like, it's better safe than sorry. Because otherwise, you're going to be wishing that you did after the point, and then you're going to be just like, what the fuck? It just ain't going to work too well. It's not going to work too well. Like right now, how it's supposed to be fucking 70-something degrees and going down and it's pitch dark. Got cold air blowing through the window, but my ice is almost melted. I need more Powerade in the sun, bitch. Shit's not going too well. Evaporation with no hesitation. Precipitation, whatever you want to call it. Both. No, it's pissing me off. I don't want to see anything just like that. Hold on, what'd you say? Yeah, they can't stop you. They can't stop nobody. And anytime that they get all fucking stupid and gun-ho and like, let's say that you get pulled over for like a felony stop or something. Yeah, you better. The last thing you want to try to do is play fucking. Oh, the phone's gonna save me, like Captain Save-A-Ho. It doesn't have a cape on. It's not gonna save you. What will save you though is if you're just minding your own fucking business. You can record, but if they're conducting a traffic stop already on you, like a felony stop or some kind of shit, like you seen what they did to me on my second one. You seen how they didn't even pull me out the car until they pulled like fucking 9 more cops up. And I haven't been in trouble in over since '09. So mind you, you know. Just because of shit I've been arrested for, not convicted. Yeah, I've been in a joint before, so fucking what? That shit doesn't mean nothing. I haven't been on pay. I haven't done nothing in over 10 years. I haven't been in no trouble. So, like, for him to treat me the way he did, he was treating me like I was a fucking kid still. And, like, I was up to no good. And, like, it was so funny. He said to me, too, when I told him, I said, people do change. He goes, people don't change. People never change. And, when he said that, that really hit a nerve. But I just let it be because it was like, I guess that's the mentality you have. Because I can prove that I've changed. I can prove I am changed. I prove that I have changed. I continue to change. And it was like, whatever. No, it's because of the Privacy Act they have that we can get all that shit now. We ain't got no privacy. Lucky if the privacy you have is enough in your head. No, seriously. It's common, like, anything that fucking records CCTV anywhere, you can get that shit. Just like they used to be able to use your door. Like, if you got ones on your door, they used to be able to use those against you. The police. Oh, yeah. Not to your benefit, against you. Now they can. A couple months ago, that shit's quit. That shit quit real quick. So now they can't even use your fucking security cams at your house. And, I'm not going to lie. I got shit. And it's not for a false sense of security because, cameras are a false sense of security for somebody who thinks that's going to actually stop somebody. If somebody really wants to come in, they're going to come in. They're not going to let a fucking camera stop them. But that's besides the point. I got it because of what happened with a piece of shit motherfucking landlord. That slumlord. When he sent a whole fucking legion of grown men over, I wasn't risking it again because it's like maybe next time they come, they will bum rush. And I need to see this. I got to have this shit on video because last time I only got it on audio. And that's why they only all got fucking, class 4s and fucking shit. Because like I said, they called the police on themselves because, like I said, the stupid fucking landlord told them, oh, I owed all this money when I don't owe him shit. That motherfucker owes me. He's gonna owe me too. Yeah. But they let them come on with false pretense, like crash dummies, fucking put batteries in their pack and shit. Wound their ass up, straight crash dummies. And and like I said, they were trying their damnedest to get me outside. That's all they wanted to do was get me outside because then they would have been able to have their way. But I'm not an idiot. I told them, you want me? Come on, make your fucking move since you want to come play checkers on my chessboard. But once that shit happened, I was like, and I don't even believe in that shit, cameras and shit. But I had to get it. I got my 16-year-old, my mom I take care of. Like, fuck that shit. They had to be subject to that shit. I had to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it ain't happening. It's not fucking happening. Not on my watch. They had their opportunity. I told them next time you want to have a chance, go fucking put North Korea on retainer and bring them through. Then maybe you might have a chance, a flip of a coin, maybe. But you're still a fucking coward. And that he is. It was like when he called me before he did all this shit. He's like, you sure you want to go this route? I said, I'm absolutely sure. I said, who in their right motherfucking mind would give you a whole nother security deposit? And then you're trying to double the rent. And you haven't even done anything in here. And the place is depreciated in value. So, like, you're fucked up. You're fucked up. You ain't fucking strongholding me. You can try everything that you want. You fucking dry gulch and fucking artichoke eating son of a bitch. For real. He was just here the other day and it was so funny. He couldn't have any of his people come over. He called this is what my roof guy, my window guy, my grass guy. He doesn't even come over and cut the grass. Somebody else here cuts the grass and they don't even get no money off the rent. So like, and what's sad is everybody else here, they pay double what I pay because they didn't know their renters' rights or they were too intimidated because this motherfucker. Yeah. And I told everybody, I said, if you sign it, that's on you. Just remember, you can't come back from that. See, little did he know that I knew that the lease that I was signed to with the old owners, I got grandfathered in no matter what he did. And the thing is, he got this place on a 30-year lease, so he doesn't even own it. He's the bank's bitch. He doesn't even own it. Like, I could go right now and probably take this bitch from him. I'd probably have to drain all my equity and everything I have, but I wouldn't need no fucking money from the bank. You got to give, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't need their help. I wouldn't need their help. The way this motherfucker is, but like I said, let him keep playing. Like he thinks everything's done. It's not done. What you did was uncalled for, dude. But he's like, I can't make time for you because you're not important enough. But you can make time to make storage units that nobody's gonna be living in. That's fucking sickening. And then you wonder why the IRS is so far up your ass. With an audit. You know, you're getting taken to the cleaners by your ex for child support and 50% of whatever the fuck you do have. And then whatever else you got out there fucking going on like a fucking spark plug. I told him, keep that fucking shit up. You got him putting a fucking nail upon cross. Hooah! Yeah. Yeah. Already got the fucking Arctic pine fucking wood and everything. I don't give a fuck. Like, you come over here fucking bringing fucking 20 grown men to fucking force me to sign a lease, and it didn't work? Then what the fuck makes you think that anything's gonna work? Like, I know my rights. If you don't understand that, then you need to get the fuck on, because the thing is, he's so used to people being negligent on that, so he takes advantage of it. Because he likes to prey on people. And he's a fucking vampire. And I told him, he tried to tell me one day, he goes, I got 16 other fucking units from 3 apartments, and they all signed the lease. I said, I said, guess what? I don't give a fuck. You got 16 million people to do it. I'm not everybody. And see, that's where he gets it twisted, because he's stereotype a motherfucker, and he already comes at you like you dumber than a box of rocks. So when you're able to sit there and stand up for yourself, and there's nothing he can do, and I even told him, I said, why don't you go take that lawyer that you have on retainer, or you should have on retainer, or go get a retainer, and have him tell you exactly what the fuck I told you. Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna pay him to tell common knowledge, the shit I just told you. And like I said, he's tried everything in the book, and I flat out told him, I said, hey, you want to cheat, go ahead, but I'm gonna be able to prove it. And I said, guess what's gonna happen when you fucking try to pull some fucking hoe card? Better Business Bureau's gonna get called. Health Department's gonna get called. Because this is the thing. You guys see that one video, right? The little hole in the kitchen, above the fridge, above the counters. Started last year, a mold, right? It's coming from an I-beam in the attic, so we don't go in the attic, right? This stupid son of a bitch has a painter come over and says he's got this paint that kills the mold. So I record him, right? But I even know what he's doing is illegal, and I tell him that. And he goes, oh, I know, but what does it matter? So, like I said, just bird feeding me ammunition. And then, I said, the mold's just going to come. Oh, no, I killed it. I said, it's coming from the other side. I said, what do you think's past that ceiling? Oh, you're not thinking. Oh, it won't come back. Well, that's funny, because if I go out there and show you right now, you're going to see a hole, and if I take you up there, there's a little pile of water. Guess what? I'm letting it fucking sit like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I'm going to be able to show how negligent these motherfuckers are. And then, like I said, let them play their game, because he's like, oh, I can't make time with you. Well, he'll make time when he sends his ass to court. If it airlifts the motherfucking governor. And I don't think the governor cares about airlifting. He loves to smoke weed, so he'd like to stay high. He talking about trying to pass a hemp bill. Well, I guess that keeps getting an epic fail. You get able to get weed fucking... We grow weed. We're growing weed. We're smoking weed. People smoke weed. You're allowed to do that shit. And it's like, I can't. I quit from my job. But let me tell you something. We can't have hemp products. You know what I'm saying? Like, the governor's trying to get this law put in, and it's crazy. We already got bud going. People can grow shit. I mean, come on, I got an extension. I got a medical card not to go to a fucking dispensary, because it dubs as a cultivation card. So instead of being able to grow 1 plant, you can grow 7. And then, if you file for extension to get more, you could grow as many more. I grew a lot of plants last year. I grew a lot of plants, and they were some badass beauties. And I mean, I still got shit, and that sucks, because I can't even smoke it. It sucks. But it is what it is. I can sit there and, look at it beautifully, especially under some trichome microscopes. Look at those all them cloudy trichomes. I let it get all cloudy, just a little bit of amber, just a little bit of CBC. Because like I said, that's something I really haven't brought up, but, my dad, even though I was 9 years old and younger, when I was 9 when he died, he taught me how to grow bud. Yeah. 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 So, I don't know. Practice makes perfect, and I've been doing it for years, so it's I always take advantage of the outside. I know what I gotta do, and it fills a fucking negative void too, because I took something that I used to do, replaced it with that. At least I have something to show for, knowing that I have that type of skill and temperament. Because a lot of people, they can grow weed, but they don't know how to fucking cure it, and that's half the battle. Like I said, you could have the best fucking weeds and best seeds, the strands of seeds in the whole fucking world, and if you don't know how to fucking cure it, it's gonna be fucking trash. I put my life on it. Fact from the Falcons. If you don't like it, prove me wrong. Because I've seen it. I told people too, I like what you're doing. You should not be doing that. I said, you should be waiting to put that shit in the jar when the motherfucking stems can snap. I said, don't put it in there with that moisture. I said, it's going to start molding from the inside out, almost like you're giving it too much water while it's butt flowering. It start molding from the inside out. There's no saving it from that. You can't cut it out like cancer. It's over. You fucked your plants. Oh, yeah? Over in my areas, we got old World War II hemp fields and shit that they can't be touched because they're federally preserved. So, like, the cops can't go in there and yank it out and kill it. It just grows and grows and grows. But it's swag. It was used for hemp in the war. It wasn't used for marijuana. So the shit's all hermaphrodites and growing fucking 14 leaves on a fucking, you know, on one leaf, you know. So you totally know it's a fucking transformer. Oh, yeah. So when it goes to flower, if it does, it flowers little fucking things of pollen and nuggets. It's weird as fuck. It pollinates itself and then it's full of fucking seeds. Yeah, no, I'm serious. And these plants get so fucking big, you can't even fucking pull them out unless you're fucking pulling them out with a tow truck, or you're chopping them down because the fucking stalks are so big that they're grown. They got bark around them, like forming their own form of bark. Like fuck, mine got fucking pretty decent last year, and I grew my shit in pots. But you know, when they got their habitat like a snake in the Amazon, they don't quit growing. And that's one thing a lot of people don't know about bud. You go in an all-time tropical climate, a marijuana plant can get as big as a motherfucking 100-year-old oak tree. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. In real life. Oh, yeah. Wiggle it like a palm tree. You should see the nuggets that fall from it. Big-ass colas smoking you in the head and shit. Oh, yeah. Solid colas. Big-ass dummies. Oh, yeah. Big doink-doinks. Oh, yeah. And the shit's so fucking... You want to know what I like to do? What I used to do? I would do it like a blunt or a joint. And while it was flowering, and the trichomes were getting rich, and the trichomes starting to fill with cloudy, I would roll a fucking joint or the blunt on the live bud, all through the resin glands. I've seen that off of High Times, and believe me, that works. That works like a motherfucker. That almost is like equivalent putting dipping it in some THC or something. Or just like, people who collect keef, stardust, whatever you want to call it. Smoke straight keef, man, that shit'll fuck you up too. That's just straight trichomes. That'll keep you high like ozone, for real. Like, you fucking... I'm telling you. Fuck that one here. You won't even be able to crack it. You motherfucker will have you so fucked up. You won't even be able to fucking see. You'll be so fucking dizzy. And not no weird shit either. I'm just saying, like, some people like to fucking... It was almost like our version of dabs before dabs came out. And if anyone knows anything about dabs... And, that's another thing, too. I got dabs, and I can't even do nothing with it. All sorts of shit. Dabs like that, Like 5 different kinds of dabs. Yeah. And I can't do nothing with it. I can't here and there, but knowing that I'm going back to work and I haven't been doing anything anyways, it ain't happening. It ain't happening because one thing that's crazy is we run under federal law, which means it don't matter what Illinois does. I have to go by their guidelines because that's how strict we are at work. Because where I work at, our place is made to fucking tear shit up. It fucks shit up bad. And people get fucked up all the time. So like, you got something in your system? Oh yeah, you done. You done. Just like if you're on a forklift and you crack something. You better hope you crack something, don't do over $500 worth of damage or like hit somebody. Because your ass is grass and there is no forklift insurance. And I told him, they hit one of the supervisors one day, man, and I couldn't believe it. Hit his ass. And it's like, I would rather get ran over by a car than a forklift, and he got hit. A fucking forklift could kill you if it runs you over. It's like a steamroller. People don't understand that. I was fucking with him when it happened. I said, y'all need to just get some fucking forklift insurance. And he turned around and said, what? I said, well, I know he almost turned into a speedboat. How do you know about it? I said, fuck. He almost became a casualty of war in the trenches. I said, you better tell homeboy to stay off that shit. No, because what ended up happening was, my job is somewhat forgiving. If you are an asset there, they will give you chances. But the thing is, if you try to dot lie or be in denial, they sent homie off to rehab though. For weed, yeah, for weed. Because he had weed in the system when he hit homie, so he had to sign a contract. They paid for they're paying for all his treatment. They paid for an intervention that happened at work. We didn't see it, but we knew it happened because we were told how we would be subjected to it if it happened to us, especially if we turned company. So that's something that you have to take. It's worth its weight in gold because it does happen. But he back now. Because I was at work today, and I had to go in there and I seen him. I said, "Hey, they get that forklift insurance yet?" He looked at me and just smiled. He's like, "You fucker." I said, "Don't get hit. I just don't let them motherfuckers out in there." Yeah, but it happens. Shit happens. Like hey, I can't say nothing about it right now, but you'd be surprised at what happens at a lot of people's jobs. Motherfuckers get stupid. Glory hounds, like, sometimes they get so thirsty, they fucking literally will push you right out of your spot. You might fall and hit your fucking head. We wear hard hats and shit, but that only goes so far. That shit only goes so far. But the only thing that I don't care about at my job is if you get somebody that doesn't like how you're doing something. And I'm not talking, it's never management. I ain't got no problem with management because I'm trying to become management. And that gives a little people, fucks with a little people too, because like I said, I've even with everything going on, I'm gonna pick up where I left off, and it's like a lot of these motherfuckers don't understand. Well, how is he able to elevate the way he is, and I'm not, and I've been here a little bit longer than him? I don't know. Maybe because you're not working 6 days a week and trying to physically, emotionally, mentally get prepared for fucking management. Because the minute that you let them know what you're trying to do and you're able to actually prove it, and then you apply for a position, whether you get in the beginning or not, that's arbitrary. That's besides the point. I've already applied, had 2 interviews. My first interview to become an operator back up. That got me in the department I'm in now, which I'm glad. But guess what? I applied for a supervisor position, and guess what? I had my thing. I knew I wasn't going to get it, and it wasn't about that. I was told that it would be very stupid if I did not apply. Because if I didn't apply, my name wouldn't be put in the book and like a lottery pick, knowing that I have shown strong ambitions about it. Because this is the thing, they need people very reliable. I'm somebody very, very reliable, and they love it. They wish they had more of me. And I wish there was more of me there too, because you got a lot of motherfuckers in there trying to do the bare minimum, and it causes more work for us. Yeah. But, it is what it is. Like, I need to get back to work. I want to get back to work. I want to go back to work. So, I'm so happy with the fucking shit that went down today. Like, I feel like I won the lottery. Oh, yeah. I feel like I won the lottery. So, I got that to look forward to. Like I said, Tuesday I'll be here in a couple hours. Thursday I'll be here before you know it. What I'm gonna do is I'll probably, if they'll let me start working, right, like the minute I have my paper, I go in there. Like, you want to start up today? You want to start right back up today? You want to start up? You want to start Monday? I'm not gonna wait till Monday. I'm not doing it. If they're like, hey, you got your paper that clears you for work, we're gonna let you do what you want to fucking do. Well, like I said, I might be working before the week's out, but at a bare minimum Monday. That's a mandatory. I guarantee you that, just like the license. And, it's almost like when you fucking kidnap somebody and you're looking for a ransom, and then you're the one who gets fucked, like those fucking idiots. They don't think when they do that. You don't realize who they're fucking with. Almost like that movie Suicide King with Christopher Walken. Well, they didn't think things over. I think things, there's always a possibility that something crazy can happen. But like with me, the work thing's inevitable. Why keep me in physical therapy excessively when I don't need it anymore? Alright, look, they have a hamstring thing that you pull in. And you gotta squeeze. And it's made of galvanized steel. It's got a little pressure gauge on it and shit. I guess when I first came in, I was pulling 41 point something percent, and today I was at 69 something, and they were like, yeah, you're beyond ready. You're beyond ready. They're like, and like I said, I knew there was something good happening when I walked in, and they were like, you want this to be your last day? I was ready to say, I don't know, is it pig's pussy pork? Like, fuck, don't ask me a fucking question you know the answer to. Because they were smiling. And I have some really good physical therapists. Like I said, fortunately for me, my job provides top of the line insurance. I got full blown insurance. Everything. All across the board. Best insurance. My physical therapies cost $1,200 a clip. But I pay $20 in my copay, so my shit wasn't even. That's the whole reason why my shit got bogus anyway. Because motherfuckers, when my shit was like a month before my shit kicked in, about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, they pulled me off my state insurance, which I knew was going to happen. Well, like I said, motherfuckers wouldn't say nothing to me. They wouldn't be like, well, because you're in between insurances, we're not going to take you. They would set up an appointment with me and then be like, well, we can't take you. Here, we're going to get a referral. Well, that happened twice. I ended up having to go back to my work 10 days after my hand was fucked up. And I'm still wrapped up in a soft cast, mind you. So imagine how pissed I was. How pissed I am. I'm like, right now, I don't even care about it anymore. You want to know why? Because knowing what I know. Because if I would have had to do all the ones that they want right now, yeah, sorry guys. If I would have had to do all the ones that are left, I would not be going back to the middle of fucking July. And it's the beginning of June. Nuh-uh. With the way things are, I'm not forcing myself back. Let's just put it that way. I'm not forcing myself back. They know how good I'm doing because this was the big thing too. They didn't think I was going to go home and do rigorous home therapy myself because they gave me this folder. They're like, we want you to do these exercises, 10 reps of 10 every day when you're not here with us. I'm like, all right. I wasn't doing 10 reps of 10 though. I was doing 100 reps of, 1,000. And they're like, and I even told them, I said, I wouldn't do it until it would hurt or something like that. I just knew that if I had to sit, I would make hay while the sun's shining. So it's like, if I know I'm sitting here and I can't do much, why would I not want to, knowing that it's going to get me back to work quicker? And that's exactly what I did, almost like when it happened last year. We're not going to keep breaking the hand. I'm going to have to play very cautious because me being out is like a fucking itch I can't scratch. I can't have it. I'm so already locked in the database over there that I had people like, you'd probably be right where you're at right now if this didn't happen. And it was like, stop fucking rubbing it in my face. I'm in no rush to get to where I need to be, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. And like I said, it's crazy too because they give you a lot of shit, especially like on your years, anniversaries, and all that shit. But like, because of that law that went in effect, I just got stacked with a whole nother week's worth of fucking paid leave. Which that's what my job does every year on the anniversary. They give you one that, and then when you get 5 years, you're like fully invested. They'll give you fucking like 4 weeks straight of it. Yeah, and you can just use the hours whenever you want. You still get paid, no matter what. So it's like, and then like you build them up with overtime too. You can build them up with overtime. Like so many hours of overtime gives you an hour time paid off. So you stack the son of bitches like skyscrapers. And that's what, that's something that I'll be doing because it's like, then I can sit there and plan out my shit. Just like you can apply for holiday leaves and shit like that too. Oh yeah. Well, no, yeah, they do have that, but this is the thing. Once you get to like 5 years or higher, you start getting extra checks because you're fully invested. Yeah. And like I said, since I've been there, I've had 3 raises. Literally. Yeah. One of them was on accident, but what they did was they're like, because I told them about it, they're like, you can keep whatever money you have. We're just going to keep you where you're at. So when your next raise comes, we'll just keep you right where you're at. It's because I got to give me a raise early. And then they had to like, there was a lot of people doing weird shit. Like getting a job, working for a couple months, and then go, hey, I gotta go to Mexico, or I gotta go to Venezuela or do something. And then they'd go, and that time it'd be like they're still employed, but they're not getting their hours in. And like I said, you gotta get so many hours in to get converted. And so many hours you get into, you get a you get a raise, and that don't cap out. That really don't cap out. And then like if you want a forklift, you get another dollar an hour. So you get EPJ certified. That's like my next step when I get over there. I'll wait to get back doing what I'm doing and then start fucking around doing that shit. Forklift, like pallet jack, all that shit certification. And then, like I said, by default, when you operator, backup operator, you get dollar an hour. But like I said, depending on what you operate, it ain't really worth it. Depending on what you operate, there's certain things that ain't worth it. Some things that should be doing, you should be getting it for. But they start you out at 20. So I'm happy. I'm beyond happy. Got 401k. I got everything. Fucking already set them out, put in there by them. All sorts of fucking shit. Stocks. Got nothing good to show. I got nothing but goodness to show for it. I mean, just straight gains. I mean, yeah. And so my check's already set up. Like that's the only thing that's different when you're temp, my spot, and then go to become company. You get paid bi-weekly then. But I don't give a shit. This is a bigger fucking check for me. I don't give no shit. I don't need money like that. Now there's motherfuckers that hate that shit. There's some people that won't even get converted because of that whole aspect. And it's like, you guys are crazy. Why would you not? I mean, fuck. You see the company parties. You see the company parties that get thrown. That was a Christmas party for us. And I wasn't even company yet, but because I wasn't though, I had to have somebody bring me in. Otherwise I had to pay to get in. It didn't matter. Now that I am, dude, it's awesome. Like, there's all sorts of shit, man. They're really good to us. So it's like we work hard, we play hard. That's just how it goes. I ain't got no time. Oh fuck yeah, dude! I was up on a table. I got up on a chair, and then before you knew it, I was up on the fucking table. Oh yeah, I had to make sure I got it from all angles, because there wasn't too many people to record, and they like me in there doing that shit. They know I had my channel. They're like, yeah, we want everybody to know how we doing it. I mean, seriously, like, hey, we were getting it in. I mean, I was fucking with my boy, man. Hey, when you get to a certain spot, you can get that, but not right away. You can ask, you can ask for holiday leaves and shit. I mean, not holiday leaves, but winter leave for 2 weeks. You got to put it in ahead of time now. There's some holidays through there. You might get paid because I get paid holidays off. Now, if I work on any of my days off or want to go work, I get double time. Anything over 8 hours is time and a half, and anything over 40 hours in a week is time and a half. So, and I just told you the other bits. So and like I said, somehow now they're trying to fucking turn us fucking union, and it's like, honestly, none of us want it, but I'm very familiar with union, not because I've been union. I have a lot of family in the fucking union, so I don't want it, but if it comes with it, I know what's going to come with it. You're going to have your union card and pay your fucking dues and make sure you do this and you do that. Let's just put it this way. We're already, there's people there being like, we should have already been company to begin with. So we've got people who want it, but then there's people like me who have different opinions about it. It's just because, yeah, we're a family inside of a family already, but it's like we don't need to be the nuclear family. That's what America already started practicing. And the thing is, it seems like America ain't even a place to live anymore. It seems like that's where everybody comes for refuge, and now we're like fucking Beirut. And America's a fucking business. Or did that not make any sense? I guess I'm just talking out of my fucking ass. That's what it seems like. So I hate it and this is what's crazy. The job I have, okay? I've never had a better job than it. So I don't ever plan on having another job. Mind you, I know plenty of people there who have 2 jobs because they live beyond their means. And believe me, working there, yeah, it just sucks. There's a lot of people who work there. And the thing is, I've seen people there in their company, and now they're gone. And the thing is, it's like they're sitting there complaining and whining, right? And it's like, well, what's wrong? I'm tired. I gotta go to my other job after this, and then what ends up happening is most of the time they'll start. The other job's easier, but it's not giving them full benefits. So like when I hear them say this shit, this is what I'll flat out tell them. Especially when I see their company, I'm like, does your other place giving you full benefits? Are you making a lot? No, no, no. Well, then I would give that job up for this one, and I don't know why, but it's almost like certain people. It's more than the strain they can bear after they get in there, and like me, I knew within a month or two. Because I'm not gonna lie, my first couple weeks, my department was only running Tuesdays and Thursdays, so the other 4 days I was in another department. That's why I'm like bilingual in there. I know a lot more than the average person going around in my short period of time I've been there. And like I said, I got hired April 9th last year, which is crazy because that's when my boy, man, dearly departed. That's when he went. It's been 13 years plus for him. So, but it's just ironic how that shit worked. But like, I don't know. Let's just put it this way. There's operators. There's not all operators in there, but there's operators that come over to our area when they're fucking done because they'll never get fucking overtime in their place. It's just like they're working in a gas station spot. They get out the same motherfucking time. With us, it does not work that way because there's more demand for our product, and as long as there's more demand and the orders keep coming in, we have to maintain. And when you run second shift, you closing everything up. You boring it up, which means sanitation waiting on you. So they can get butt hurt sometimes. They can get real fucking butt hurt. Oh yeah, they'll come in there and start fucking like lurking over you like a fucking turkey vulture. Oh yeah, and it's like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Well, when are you gonna be done? When we're fucking done. When we're done. You're gonna be on standby. You're getting paid one way or another, so stop acting like you're in a fucking rush to go somewhere. You're not going anywhere until you gotta clock out anyways. And you already clocked in, so what the fuck do you care? And they get butt hurt. And the thing is, I could have been doing that. I've been asked to switch it up and do both. Or you want to go to this, you want to go to that? No, I love where I'm at. Now eventually I might go to first shift. But most people go to first shift so they can maintain the family thing, even if they ain't got a significant other, like they got kids. Yeah, and I appreciate that. But because of my age, a lot of people, and they look at me, they're like, you don't care. Well, because of my age and, my people skills and my knowledge that I have and how I gravitate so quickly, absent, negative thoughts, I leave all the bullshit at the door. A lot of people don't like to leave the bullshit at the door. They bring it in with them. And that's why, you got to watch what you do because it's worse in high school in there. Prison's more solidified. That's the only thing I can say about that. But they don't fuck around. Somebody fucks around and fucks up. Depending on what it is, you're not getting too many chances. Like they're gonna pull your root and fucking stem. Oh yeah. But when you leave the fucking wool over the eyes and you let the wolf in the hen house, type of thing's gonna happen. And just like motherfuckers get hurt in there. Bad. Because they fucking not paying attention or they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Slip and crack that motherfucking head like it's fucking Easter. Even though it ain't Easter, we ain't cracking eggs. Get your leg, bitch, we want you dead. But no, seriously. I mean. But one good thing is if you do get hurt in there, anything does happen to you, they will take care of you. They will take care of you. I can prove that because I had a little incident there where it wasn't even my fault. And they automatically put me on workman's comp with it and all that shit. And I wasn't gone long on that. I'd maybe 2-3 days. I didn't give a shit. Made sure everything was taken care of. Like I said, you don't know what's going to happen when certain things happen. If somebody does something or you slip and fall or this or that or get your shit caught in a machine, you're in some fucking trouble. You in some trouble. I mean, people fucking get maimed. People get killed sometimes. And I'm not talking this is something that happens. Like, we have a counter that counts how long we've went without an accident. And then if somebody gets hurt, it gets reset to 0. So, yeah. We got real big guidelines in there. So it's like, it's paramount that you apply your mind at the task at hand. Because if you don't, it's not the fucking place for you. It's not the place for you. Because you fucking daydreaming or fucking doing some dumb shit, in a split second, your life can get flipped up inside down. And what I mean, your body get ripped inside out. Literally. Fucking literally. Get fucking pulled through something. Yeah. And ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it. Unless they hurry up and hit a fucking, could run and hit an E-brake, E-stop on it. Yeah. And sometimes it's too fucking late. I hate when that shit be happening like that because what I do is, and as much as you guys be like, you shouldn't be doing it. Well, I do. If somebody get hurt and I hear about it, I picture me like having to go through that shit. It's like, and that just keeps me more, you know, on my, you know, more surveillance conscience about everything. Like, cause some people, man, like they know, like you getting geared up. Don't be fucking putting no gear on. It got fucking tears in it, this and that. Don't be bringing shit that this got to come off. Because they get caught in something, pull you in. But this is how petty it is there. I had somebody go try to get me in trouble for my teeth. Yeah, because it's considered jewelry and can't have jewelry on the floor. Yeah, that didn't work too well. That did not work too well. Just like I found out who really didn't like me right away, and ain't too many people, but you can find out when somebody's thirsty to get you. They're so fucking dumb, even though they're so fucking smart. And I have to give it to him. He's very smart. But he's so fucking dumb that he didn't realize I wasn't there the day that he went up to administration and said, hey, so-and-so's taking a 45-minute break on a 15-minute break. You want to know what ended up happening? They had to call me and tell me about it. I didn't know who did it, but by law, they had to call me and tell me about it because I was brought up. Just like they had to come bring me up and we laughed. They let me sit there for an hour because of the bullshit. They're like, they started this bullshit, we're gonna let you chill. You can come chill up here with us. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how fucking funny it is. I said, yeah, the guy's a fucking chump. He keeps diluting himself. And they're like, yeah, well, you know, you're not doing it, so we ain't shit to worry about. We don't give a shit. He wants to keep throwing disinformation. He's gonna fucking when something really does happen, he's gonna be the boy who cried wolf. Cause you so thirsty for somebody, and then you go up there and you go, hey, he's taking a 45-minute break right now, and you already think you got your finger on the pulse. Let alone that wasn't even a day that I came in because I wasn't supposed to be there. So when I got that call, and I was actually looking at a house, yeah, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. They're like, yeah, we had to tell you by law, but somebody just come up and said you're taking a 45-minute break right now. We all started laughing. And it is laughable. But then when you go back, it's like, I didn't say a word. And then I really, really found out who it was because they all tried, hey, the person that did it tried being nice to me. Like extra, extra nice. When he's the type of person to go around and try to criticize anybody and he has no autonomy in there. He's not management. He never will be management. No. He's actually reckless. And it's just a matter of time before he flies too close to the fucking sun and melts. Because he's a fucking wax fucking bird. But yeah, I'm stoked. I am stoked. Trying to play my game over here because I haven't been playing it all. I bought the adapter, hooked it up. I haven't done nothing since that. So it's like I got on like half hour before. I'm not really doing shit. I've been sitting here just talking to y'all, but I can't do much on here anyways. But at least I can do a little bit of something while I'm talking. But yeah, I'm a little shitty about having to get the car towed to the dealership just because like we give you a boot key, but it's only started 4 times. I just can't drive it up there. I ain't got nobody to drive it up there for me. No, I don't. So I had to do that. So when I go to grab that bitch, I'll be driving it out of there. Yes, the Yerskis, right? The Worskis. It's so funny that you be hip to, you know, how people shouldn't be saying or asking certain things. You know, so many people used to ask me before that I'd be like, hey, if you really want to know where I work, if you guess it, I'll give you some money. Well, nobody could conjure the courage, so I just let it be. So now I just shut down because the thing is, that's more of a privacy thing. Like, you want to let everybody know every fucking move you're making, that's fine, but don't get mad you get some crazy that fucking is stalking you because he's obsessed with you, or some fucking guy that just, or somebody that's just not right, and it's, and they fucking do you in. Because I'll tell you this right now, if you think that shit don't happen, it does. That's why I can't stand when people are like, oh well, right here, or I'll drop my location, wanting to fucking be fucking Tony Toughass, you know, when you really should be a nervous Nelly. Because the motherfucker want to fucking get you, it's gonna be something. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's not, that shit's not gonna happen. That's why I don't do that shit. Like I make videos at work, but the thing is, you still don't know where the fuck I work and won't. I mean, somebody want to do what they gotta do what they gotta do. But the thing is, like, I haven't had people go continuously like that. Like, you've seen one person one time and you're like, hey, don't be doing that. That's bogus. You're right. If I wanted y'all to know where the fuck I work, somebody should have conjured the courage when I gave you the opportunity. Other than that, let's just put it this way. You get, it's worth it. I won't leave there. I'll retire from there. And yeah, I'm getting old. I'm a middle-aged man. So be it. But guess what? I know people who started there that are older than me, and actually, my friend, and fucking, I watched him become a supervisor. And we're close. Like, and that's another thing too. Like, a lot of people don't like how I have an outside rapport with people out of work, because you can't mix business and pleasure. But if you know somebody, or you hip, because I ain't got a lot of friends. I can count on one hand people I can fucking trust in real life. And I'm not gonna lie, 2 of them are at work. They have went out of their, beyond a reasonable doubt, to fucking put their neck out for me. They've put their life. They vouched for me. They put their career on the line. And I'm talking straight management, all management. So like, like straight up. And like, hey, my little stepson in Florida, right? You know how I told him if he come, oh no, I don't know if I was on here, if I don't know, I think I might have been on the phone with him. He wants to come up and live with me. He don't want to be down, he don't want to be with his mom no more, because he knows that he's going to go to prison down there. And up here, things are a lot different. And if he's got somebody to fucking give him some structure, he would rather have that. And this is where he left from. And this is where his dad's at. But if you obviously know, his dad's a fucking spark plug. He's a deadbeat. Yeah. He's a fucking bump on a log does more than him. Yeah. Either. I haven't been to either in a while. I'm not going. That shit's done with me. I'm done with it. See, the thing is, nobody ever want to tell you, those doors are always waiting for you to come in there. They invite you. Oh yeah, they'll aim the police for you, but that's not the thing. You want to keep going through that shit and being told what to do and to be institutionalized, go ahead, keep running. Keep running and doing dumb shit. That's all you're going to fucking get. Because that's what happened to me from 9 to motherfucking 20, 21, 22. Yeah. So, like, I know people that are still getting in fucking trouble. I had to cut them out of my life. But, like, the couple people that I absolutely can trust with my entire fucking life, because they've put their entire fucking career on the line for me and vouched for me and done all sorts of shit for me. And, like, literally, like, this is how crazy it is. Like, when I started over there, I had my permit, right? Well, when blackout hit, I had to go get a haircut because we started working 7-day weeks. Not everybody could do it. I was fucking doing it. I was doing it for like 3 months straight. Smoking it. Fucking smoking it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking smoking it. Just boom, 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 nonstop. That's why I laugh when a son of a bitch or somebody comes on here and goes, go get a fucking job, you fucking burnout, you fucking loser. Wow. For you to be able to sit there and say that, that must have took a lot of courage, because anybody can say that to anybody at any fucking time. You obviously just sat on here and just judged me like a book, like a cover. And that's not what you do, because if you would have took any of your fucking common sense that you do have, maybe it's still in a fucking coma, like your fucking taste buds when I smack the taste out of your fucking face, when you do stupid shit, you would see that I had a job, and I have a job. And, it's sad because they have nothing to say. They have nothing to say when it's put right in their fucking face. But they want to sit there and try to claim they know your fucking life. That's what I love. I love when somebody wants to sit there and start fucking claiming they know exactly what you're doing, or assume you ain't got this or do that. Man, you want to know what? You have the right to your opinion, but the thing is, when somebody is able to destroy your credibility and you sit there and want to go get a job, you fucking burn out, and it's like, bro, I have a job. You get the fuck up and get a job. They ain't got nothing to say because you just destroyed their credibility. Because they fucking like to sit there and just assume. That's the worst thing you want to do in life. The worst thing you want to do in life. Worst thing you want to do. You want to evaluate, take things under advisement, but don't fucking sit there and assume. I mean, if you're sitting around the guys and you're just chilling, and you guys are on your own time, and you want to assume because you guys are just shooting the shit, that's one thing. But not with real life, actual factual scenarios. You're asking for fucking trouble from all angles. See, everyone forgets that the fucking fence is two-sided. So they're going to talk about their side. They don't want to talk about the other side. Me, I'm willing to do that. Good or bad to my advantage. I don't give a shit. Because why hide something? Why? Why? I'm not. Fuck that. This shit's piss warm. Piss fucking warm. Ugh. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Like, I pretty much now just have to get shit together. Like, tomorrow morning, call the tow truck guy, come over here, because shit's blocked in, waiting for homie to come home from work so she can move her car. And then, so the tow truck can pull it out. Because I let them park their other car in front, right behind mine. Because I wasn't using it after that shit happened. Because, my permit, I have to wait for this other shit. I'm not doing nothing dumb, so like, I need it cleared so I can take it to the dealership and drop it off. I don't even have to be with them. But, like I said, hopefully by Monday, I mean, I might start before then, but if everything works out the way it does, by Monday I should be taking myself into work like I was. I have my license. And things are somewhat starting to try to be normal. Or whatever can be close to normal. Because really, these days, everybody, what is normal? What is normal? There is no fucking normal. I mean, you see all the fucking shit going on? All you can do is try to keep your sanity. And even sometimes them motherfuckers be like, that's why I don't put myself around people who don't even have their best self-interest in heart, let alone any of mine or anything I got going on. I separate. I straight up motherfucking separate. You want to know why? Because being around somebody who don't give a shit about what you got going, let alone what they got going on, there's nothing good gonna come of it. Nothing. Fucking nothing. So, being around or having people in your circle like that is not good. Just like if you got people who call you, and whether you used to do anything or did or not, they call you and be like, hey, could you help me do something? Dude, if I never helped you did it before, what the fuck would I help you do it now? You either on some dumb shit or you on some weird shit. Either way, I'm not fucking with you because you sus as fuck. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So what I do is I don't even reply, because this is the thing. When it comes to certain things, even if you reply with a positive on your end, like a no, let's say they're able to do something and something bad happens. You replying is indicating that you might still be doing something with them, or you did. So don't even reply. Just don't. If you've never did nothing, don't do it. Don't even reply, because let's say somebody here, for example, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Somebody calls you and goes, hey, I need some Valium, or I need some fucking Trazodone or this or that. You got any? Whether you get it or not, or you know somebody gets it or not, and you don't. When you say no, let alone yes, you're still indicating that you can do it. Because why would you reply if you're not doing it? You see what I'm saying? Like, no, I can't do it. That's what gets motherfuckers caught up too. So don't be out there fucking crashing yourself out, because there's like, I hear someone to somehow get a hold of fucking, send a fucking picture, some dumb shit. Oh, I'm so, bro, you're a send-off. You might as well go to the cop shop, because, they use social media as their secret weapon. And you want to sit here and post shit on here like this? You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I didn't even do that shit in my heyday. So, people think it's so smart to fucking be, like they need the whole world. They're so worried about what everybody else thinks. Worry about what the fuck you think about yourself. That's what's really what counts. Because if you're worried about everybody else, you got a fucking problem. Or there's some self-esteem issue you might have to build up, conscious some courage to get going, but stop worrying about what else everybody else thinks. Unless they're important to you and you're important to them. If they can't come and say it to your fucking face, it ain't important. I can tell you that. If they can't come say it to your face, it ain't important. You got to hear from second and third party. Fuck them. No, seriously. Because I'll tell you this right now. I've seen people get in these situations, and I would call exactly play for play how it was going to go because I seen what they were doing, and they would not take anything I'd say in advice. But like, bro, like for example, my buddy got out of jail. He had nowhere to go. He was my best friend. I still love him, but I had to remove him from my life, and I did it 3 years ago on Mother's Day. And yeah, I did it because me and some other person was helping him out while he was locked up. He had nowhere to go when he was getting out. So I told him, I said, I'll be there to get you, and you can live with me. Well, he had the other person that was going to help him, was going to give him a truck for free, as long as he proved what he was going to do. Well, you know, within fucking, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months of him, I evidently was clear that he didn't give a fuck about what was going on, and he was willing to say anything he wanted to say. Fucking snot my nose. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you want to see that. It was evident to see that he just gave him fucking, he was just placating me and thinking that I was fucking stupid and was going to let him keep doing this stupid shit. Well, when you're a fucking dope addict, and I'm sorry, anybody's susceptible to human weakness, so I'm not downing them, but when you tell me you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and then like, I got to help you with this and help you with that, and then you go, oh, that's... Dude, you just came out of jail. You're clean. Why would you start back up? And then you wonder why you got kicked the fuck out. Oh, I got to go put in a fucking down the street from where I live. He goes, I got to go put in a fucking AC unit for somebody in their window. I'm like, all right, go do what you got to do. He comes back and sits right where I am, right? And slumps like a fucking daisy, and he looks like he's sucking his cock. Yeah, he looks like Marilyn Manson after he got his fucking 2 bottom ribs taken out. Yeah, he looked like he was fucking sucking his wang. And I grabbed him up by the fucking hair and I said, get the fuck out. And he thought it was a big dreamer. He was so high, he thought he was like hallucinating. And he started like drooling and hesitating, like laughing and like salivating. And I had to grab him up by his hair. He said, it's long hair. And I wrapped it up like this. And I said, you gotta get the fuck out now. Now. I said, you do this on Mother's Day? I said, who the fuck are you, dude? I said, I don't charge you rent, I don't do this, I don't do that, I let you fucking, you know, and you gotta go out and do this shit, and then on top of it, you gotta always go down to the fucking bar, get fucking hit from the bar, you got the cops looking for you, run to my house, where do they come? Now you get my house hot for no fucking reason. I put up with that shit. I made them go hide out in the motherfucking bushes though, getting ate up by mosquitoes, because the cops were here. Oh yeah. And I made them sit out there and fucking get ate of them until I knew the cops were gone, because I wasn't risking it. Because, dude, I get woken up. My kids got school in the motherfucking morning. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, you gotta hide me, you gotta hide. You better get the fuck out of here if they're on your tail. You're gonna sniff you out? He wanted to go through my place. I said, you ain't going through the back. You're going back out the front. Matter of fact, give me your hat. And I rubbed it all up and down my rail and fucking threw it on the ground towards where he ran. And they didn't go no farther than where they found the hat because they couldn't find him. Because he was literally like in some swamp in the bushes. Literally. Getting ate alive by fucking mosquitoes. Oh yeah. And he deserved it. That's why when he came back complaining about all the mosquito bites, I said, how about you go back out there for another fucking 30 minutes and then maybe you'll feel like how I feel. When you fucking came in here and woke me the fuck up and said, hey, you gotta hide me, the cops are on me. The fuck out of here. Go get ate the fuck up some more. Go donate some fucking blood to them. I know it's not Heartland donor, but those motherfuckers will take it. No hesitation, don't care. And yeah, he was bit the fuck up. He had tiger mosquitoes eating him and everything. A couple leeches on him. I was like, yeah, that's what you get. But like I said, it got to the point where he just thought he could fucking slide. And he didn't even know how to slide. He didn't even want to try to ice skate. He didn't know how to ice skate. And he didn't even have permission to slide. So like, when he started doing that shit, yeah, you were gone, man. You fucking bye-bye. And he hasn't talked to me since, but he had somebody call me to say that he's sorry about what happened, but That don't mean shit. To me, that's false. Those words are full of nothing. They're hollow vessels with no substance. You want to know why? Why couldn't you just call me the fuck up? You got my number. Why'd you have to have somebody else that I don't even kick it with hit me up and go, oh, hey, he just wants to let you know that he cares about you and everything you did? Then why couldn't you call me and say that if it was so fucking important? That's one of many examples I could give you. If somebody can't say something to you yourselves, it's not fucking important. Remember that. And then let's say that somebody does tell you something, and it is true, I guarantee it ain't gonna be nothing fucking good. It's gonna be something that's gonna cause fucking ripples that'll become waves, be tsunamis one day. Wash something the fuck out after it's burnt the fuck up. Like, hey, you know your lady's fucking cheating on you. Now you wish your daddy didn't dick your mama, huh? No, nothing good comes of that. If somebody got something to tell you and actually go out of their way to tell you, usually it's because they're misery and they want to see you fucking, they want to see something crazy. Yeah. You, like I said, motherfuckers get bored. People get bored. Like me, I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. Because there's nothing good going to come of it. That's like beating off with a fucking cheese grater. What's going to happen? Nothing good. Nothing. So, you tell me. Because, you know, I don't know how many times, especially this new generation of fucking kids, they lack respect. They fucking lack respect. And I'm talking like this new gen, because my kid, she's in a rebellious age, and you want to know what? I honestly got to give her standing ovation, because I can't like be like, hey, you're bogus. I'm not going to let you go to your cousins and go stay a couple nights. I'm not going to let you go do this. I'm not going to let you. I let her because she's responsible. And she gets straight A's and perfect fucking attendance, and she bowls on 2 fucking different leagues. One for the county and one for the fucking school. Yeah. And she's been bowling 11 years for the league. For the circuit, for the county. She just started 2 years ago with the school. This coming year will be her 3rd year. So you see what I'm saying? Like, how could I tell her, no, you can't go, especially when she's so responsible? I told her, I said, I wish I was you when I was, your age. I told her, I said, I envy you because when I was your age, I was locked the fuck up. Non-stop. So I said, I admired her for that. I admire her for her charisma and her demeanor and how she is, because the thing is, even when we mess around, she be acting so serious like I get sometimes. She got my little, she got my blood temper like that. Especially if somebody says something that you just know is just fucked. You got to do something about it. You got to apply belt to ass. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do it. As much as you might not want to, you just got to do it. You got to nip it in the butt. Because if you don't, next time it happens, it's going to be worse. Before you know it, you're going to be a fucking victim. They're going to vic your ass out every time, and it's not happening. The thing is, anybody can become a victim or statistic of anything at any time. It's not really in our control. But we can control certain aspects of our life, so that what we do have control of, let's try to keep and stay in control of it. Because I know people who have no control of their fucking life, and they think that they're running the world. The thing is, though, they ain't got fucking 10 cents to go get a stick of gum. But they're going around telling everybody this and everybody that. I mean, fucked up shit. Oh, let's take a needle and take ketchup and squirt it in my ear and say that I got a brain hemorrhage. And convince these people I'm traumatized and I need to go. I need money so I can go to the fucking hospital. And, you only get away with that shit so many times, you fuckers. And that shit's going to come back on you, too. Just like when you lie to somebody. That shit come back to haunt you. And I'm not talking about little white lies that don't mean shit. I'm talking about real lies. Like people who just fucking lie and thrive on it. That shit's not going to get you nowhere. That's not going to get you nowhere. So, sometimes you just got to think, because I'll tell you this right now, there's been times where I was just so in a different mind state. This motherfucker about to go. It's about to turn into a dust wipe. I'm about to use it for rags, cut it up into rags. I didn't realize how tore up this motherfucker is. That's how hot it is in here. I'm about to take that motherfucker off. No, seriously, I can't believe how hot it is. It ain't the fucking light. It ain't the TV. Believe me. It's just so fucking hot. I gotta get the AC fixed. The thing is, I gotta pay for it because I don't want fuckhead here, and it's his responsibility. So what I'll do is I'll get it paid. And when it comes to rent, let's say it's more than what I do paying rent. I'm just going to send it to him and be like, hey, deduct rent from this and you owe me, motherfucker, because if you don't pay me, then you're really going to see what airlifts the government. Because he got all mad at the people downstairs when they moved in last year. Because there's a broken toilet when they moved in. Broken toilet. Pipes leaking. I actually got it on my fucking channel. All you gotta do is go look back last year. The kitchen, the cabinets, fucking mold holes in them, ate through like it looks like a termite did it. Yeah. And they take a fucking piece of upholstery sticker and put it on the side. Yeah. They cut corners everywhere they can. They fucking treat nickels like they're fucking $1,000 bills. And we don't make $1,000 bills anymore, let alone 500s. And that's another thing too. I said some shit to somebody one day and I wanted to smack the fucking shit out of them. I wanted to smack some smut in them and get the stupid out of them. They told me, they don't make $500 bills or $1,000 bills. Why would you make something up like that? This ain't Monopoly. Obviously you don't know your fucking history, you fucking ramrod. Go fucking find your fucking girl, Oliveville. Go take your spinach, you broke dick Popeye, and sit the fuck down. And give yourself a fucking lesson in history. I collect money, so that's one of my specialties. So, like, when this son of a bitch told me, this ain't Monopoly, stop making shit up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I honestly, in my mind, I had to put him to grass. But I wasn't going to do it. And I just told him, I said, you know how fucking, you just deluded yourself so bad with that. You know that, right? You're the one making things up like this is Monopoly. Yeah, okay, buddy. Keep telling your fucking self that, Spark Plug. Whatever's going to help you sleep better at night. Roll the fucking dice. Life's a fucking gamble, right? I guess I'm making it all up. I guess they don't make $2 bills either, huh? Just like they never made fucking 25-cent gold coins, $50, $25, $10 ones. Or silver and gold, silver certificates and gold certificates. You know? Which were just dollar bills or $5 bills or $10 bills, and they just clearly said right on them. With a stamp from the bank they came from because they're so old. They'd be either gold or blue. Blue for the silver, gold for the gold. And I can show them. I can show you something like that. And it says right on there, you can trade this in at the bank for the amount it is within gold or silver, whatever it says on there. That's why back in the day, during the wars, you know, when all the coins were still pure silver, other than like nickel and pennies, because a lot of people think nickels are made of silver and they're not. They're made of nickel. So, everything from 1964 and back, that ain't a nickel or a penny. Other than like 1 year they made a steel dime and some other shits, a couple of steel pennies. Everything's worth their weight in silver. So like you got a real silver dollar from like the 1800s, early 1900s. They're about an ounce, exactly an ounce, unless it's really worn out. But depending on where it was minted at, they only made so many of them. So if you got one from like San Francisco or New Orleans, on certain years they only made like less than, very low amounts compared to other ones. Those motherfuckers are worth like 5 figures. And they don't need to be graded. You don't need to send them in the PSA like a Michael Jordan basketball card. Now, if you want to increase that value and keep it and make it uncirculated, yes, it will rise the value on it. But if you know what they say, it takes money to make money, then you have to be willing to want to sell it. Me, I don't plan on selling any of the shit I have. And I've got fucking quarters and dimes and 50-cent pieces from World War I, World War II. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dollar, silver dollars, paper dollars, $5 bills. You guys ever have any? You guys got any 2.5-cent pieces? You guys anything like that? Or like any foreign money, like Roman money, like any denarii? That shit's worth money. Denarii? Oh, yeah. Yes, Yerskis. Don't fuck with me. Don't make me fucking pull a silver certificate out. I'll make sure I get my fucking silver in and somebody's gonna eat it. I'm gonna make you drink it. It'll look like the fucking, what do they call it? Liquid metal? The T-1000. You ever seen silver get melted down? That's what it looks like when the T-1000 was trying to come back together. The highly polyamorous liquid metal. Yeah. I don't know. I just know certain things, just like I was talking about before. Like people were like, your gold, like, what do you pay for? Well, really? I had this made by my personal jeweler, my family jeweler, through a couple generations. We've had him for a couple generations now. I use a personal jeweler. He mold. I provide my own gold. Same with teeth. I had him done at a different spot. He didn't do my teeth, but the gold, out of cell phones and shit. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that cell phones are full of gold. Yeah. That's why I stockpile. I come across phones, or let's say, I'm gonna say I'm taking something to garbage, and I see a couple phones just sitting there on top. Them bitches getting sweeped off, and they going in the pile. Oh yeah, I stack up hundreds of them, and then I break them down and extract all the fucking gold from them. Just like with collect catalytic converters. You know how hypes and shit be stealing catalytic converters? I collect them, and then I break them open and take the uranium, the platinum, and whatever else is in there, because you take that shit to the fucking jeweler. Or, like me, you just got somebody that deals with that shit. You can go fucking just get some real cash, because you go take it like a pawn shop, or you got to go in there and act like you're pawning it off, because they for one, it's it's right out of there, so it's hollow. But you're not taking it to a scrapyard, because if you just take it a catalytic converter, you're gonna take it to a scrapyard, you're gonna get a set price on it. You're gonna get a set price. You don't want that. If you really want to make money, anybody who fucks around with catalytic converters, take them apart. Look it up. It's common knowledge. There's very precious metals in there that you can extract, and it's very worth it. It's worth it. It's worth your time. If you're gonna fuck around like that, I'm not saying stealing them, because I used to buy cars and just take them off, and then I'd rip the wiring harnesses out, burn the guy clean. The aluminum tires, I had somebody with a tire press, so I'd have them pop the fucking rims off because they're solid aluminum, so I get cast aluminum for that. You know? Like I said, I maximized my value. I didn't want to take shit in that had like if you took like a piece of, like a boat motor. You know how damn near consists of all aluminum, right? But then there's inside parts that don't. You take that boat motor in, you're not going to get aluminum price for it. You're going to get aluminum breakage, which is the lowest price because it's got shit connected to it that shouldn't be. Yeah. It's not clean. It's not prepared. Yeah. 05 to like right before I went to jail, I was fucking killing it. I was fucking killing it and I didn't even own a truck, let alone a license. But I had a crew. Oh, it was big money because not even on top of that, I put an ad in the paper telling people I do free on-site cleanup. And you got to remember, by default, construction sites and shit, they got to pay people to come grab that shit up. Because they ain't going to grab that shit up unless it's fucking something really good and it's going right into their scrap dumpster. Most construction sites, they got to pay somebody to come bring that up. So, like, you put something in the paper saying that you'll come pick shit up out of yards or give them your address, you can come dump this shit off at this address, you'll wake up and have fucking 30 ACs in your fucking yard with 800 fucking water heaters. Whole bunch of shit. And I'll tell you this right now, I took the fucking ACs apart, then I break everything down, get the copper aluminum radiators in there, stockpile them bitches, because the more you can take in, the whatever price you can get. Because you call them ahead of time, you go like this, hey, I'm bringing the set amount, because let's say copper, number one copper right now, let's say it's at 340, which I don't know what it's at because I haven't checked it in fucking years. Even though I got number one copper right there. I got solid shit. You take in 100 pounds, you're going to get your 340 a pound, but if you're able to show these guys that you can bring them man's amount, they will give you a better price. Because ultimately, they're getting a better price when they send it. Because they're sending fucking tons of this shit. Just like with electric motors. You know, a lot of people don't know that the big dumb ones are full of copper. You undo them, you can cut that shit. Dude, I get electric motors that are fucking half the size of this fucking room that are used to fucking operate like fucking windmills and shit. Dude, there's fucking like 150 pounds of copper in those son of a bitches. You put it back together after that, you're still going to get your aluminum breakage or electric motor price for it, but then you're still going to be able to illuminate the copper out of it. Otherwise, you were just going to get the weight of a fucking electric motor with that copper in there. So, if you're willing to take the time to break it down, you will get maximum value. Like I said, it pays to discover. We're not talking MasterCard. So, just like iron ore. Does anybody know what that is? I knew some people that had some iron ore mines, and they didn't know it. I come across it. They use iron ore to make steel in the mills. It's non-processed. It's from the earth. It looks like dirt. Only when you take a magnet to it, it just yeah. But yeah, big motherfucking money. Big money. You get the same price of steel for it. So you come rolling in. I remember I come rolling in my first time with iron ore, and the people that were coming back out on the scales, because you get weighed in and weighed out if you're doing steel, woo, and then you gotta hit the fucking their warehouse for the precious metals, or at least which you would at least get rid of, put on the scales yourself, because a lot of people be pulling scams too. Like during the winter, they'll fill fucking like hot water heaters up with the water and then let it freeze. They'll get away with it, but I've seen people go to so drastic measures that when you go into the warehouse to go drop your copper off or whatever you got, I seen things in there, no dead animals. I'm like, what the fuck's that from? Oh, somebody wrapped copper, like raw copper, wrapped dead animals up in it like mummies, and then would throw it on there, and they didn't know it until like they were throwing it, you know, in their stacks, and then they come back like the next morning, like, what the fuck is that smell? And then they see like flies all over the copper. They take it apart, fucking like raccoons and shit all up in there. Yeah, or like during the summer, since it's not cold and ain't like motherfuckers will pour concrete in hollow vessels that you could scrap. You gotta remember, the shit's getting crushed by bulldozers, getting put right in the fucking thing to go up the fucking river to the steel mills. So, right on the barge. So you got people doing some fucked up shit. And I would laugh when I'd see this shit, because it's stuff I would never entertain, because I always was able to come across stuff, but like old farmers, right? Old farmers. They'd have old equipment that's just fucking in their ways. The thumbs, it's just, 6 like a thumb short, it's just bad. They'd see my shit, and it'd say that, hey, you can come drop it off my house. You just drop it off. No questions asked. I start getting calls. Hey, you think you can come pick this up? I'll pay you to take it. Boom! That's where I was killing it. I was really making more money fucking moving steel, ultimately, than anything else. You want to know why? 80% of the time, I get paid to remove it from the people who owned it, and then I get paid when I went to go scrap it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it was a win-win situation for me anyways. It was a win-win situation for me anyways. So I didn't give a shit. I just didn't give a shit. It was, I was so built up on it, man. Like I said, my crew consists of some grown men. I was a kid at the time, and they literally come up to me and go, you know what the fuck you're doing right now is what I wish, and I don't know how I'm not doing it, and I'm sitting here working for you. Well, when you let other people control their aspects of your life and you get put in that position, what do you expect? And I wasn't talking down to him, but it made me feel good because he was giving me a compliment. I wasn't saying his life was fucked up, but he was in a position to where he couldn't even go get his own truck and do anything. But he had friends with trucks, but guess what? They didn't have $5 to put in the gas tank to go around the corner and start the bitch up. So, you know, back in the day, you know, when you smoked weed and everybody smoked weed and they didn't have no pocket, and you needed people to scrap, you had your crew. And when you had grown men that were like that, and you're a kid, and you know, you're known for fucking being even with everybody. You're not known for fucking anybody. You know, I would just tell them, hey, I'm paying for everything. I'll go 50-50 with you on what we make on the scrap that you helped me bring in. Didn't matter what it was. You helped me do it. Like, I wasn't going to stockpile copper and be like, hey, you help me bring it in, you're going to get... No. We go out and we do these steel runs. Everything we find on these runs that you're with, you want to help break out Elliot, you're getting 50% of what I make. But you got to understand, on top of that, I got to give you guys money for lunch if you come over too early, because, like I said, scrapyards close. They close. They don't... some of them wasn't 9 to 5, and some of them were, but then they close early, like on Fridays and weekends, and then be closed like Sundays and shit. So like, depending on what we're doing, you know, we had big buildup. So sometimes we would start. Sometimes motherfuckers would just camp out in my spot all night, out in the yard, backyard. 'Cause I had a big solid concrete patio, and they'd be stripping shit. I'd have table saws out there, wheel grinders, you know, electric grinders with the fucking wheel on it. Fucking just stripping the fucking plastic off. Peeling that shit so we didn't have to get insulated copper price, fucking $110 a pound, getting our $340. You know, but I was getting red brass, yellow brass, everything. Anything and everything. I had aluminum fucking I-beams that they use for pole barns that I'd get a hold of. Oh yeah, you get big money for them motherfuckers, but what I would do is before that, I'd put them on Craigslist and shit. Like, especially like people with cars. I get people with cars. They either didn't have the keys no more, it wouldn't start, they didn't want to fix it. If it was an easy fix, I'd fix it and sell the son of a bitch. If not, I broke the motherfucker down for buying it. And they only getting $150 from me, and they knew it right away. I'm gonna make it a bare minimum fucking $650. And then like, if the car is fixable and I can really do something with it, like this one time, my neighbor sold me a Geo Metro. 1992 Geo Metro, right? Stick shift, 6-speed or 5-speed or something. It had 231,000 miles on it and an oil leak and a donut. I bought the bitch for $250. You know, within an hour, I sold the bitch for $12.50. Yeah, because somebody that I knew needed a car, and they were a mechanic, and they're like, if I'm late again, I'm gonna lose my job, so I want to come get that bitch. And they came and got it, and guess what? Within 6 weeks, that motherfucker looked like a 2007 Geo Metro. And I don't even think they discontinued those son of a bitches. You know? But I was like, go ahead, because like the person that referred him to me, that's who I met him from. So I gave him a finder's fee. I gave him $250. I still made 4 times on it. I paid $250 for it. I made $12.50. I gave $250 to the guy that introduced me to the guy that I sold it to. To me, I was doing a service. Because I saved him from losing his fucking job, and I didn't have to scrap that car. But you want to know what was fucked up? When they found out that I did that, the neighbors, that I actually was able to turn that son of a bitch that same night right in front of them. You should have seen them standing there in their fucking yard. Oh, they were prostrated with grief. They wanted to hem me up. No, because I told them I scrapped, so it was going to the scrap yard. Well, I didn't think the car was in so good a condition that I was going to be able to fucking, sell it. And here's another example. Kid I knew, he had a 96 Grand Am SELE, right? Very rare. Almost like a Honda Civic SELE from 87. Very rare car. Son of a bitch, got a rod knock in it. It's got a V6. Pulls up to me. I'm like, dude, hey, your car's about done. I said, you don't want nobody hearing that shit. Throw some sawdust in there. Go get that shit fixed. No, I'm fine. The next day, the fucking motor blows. Prior to that, though, I tell him, I'll give you $300 for the car right now since it still runs. You could hear the rod knocking. He didn't give a fuck. The next day, I'm on my way out, and he's fucking blown. Fucking didn't put no Bowser oil in the shit. Boom! Head crack. Guess what? I took a fucking Chrysler Concorde with a fucking hatchet strap, wrapped it around the fucking front of the grill, and just drove it 10 miles. Just slowly drug it to my house. It was only a mile away. Yeah. Because he didn't want to give me $300 for it the day before. He only got $150. And guess what? The motor was gone on it. It had perfect stock rims that were aluminum. And the body was in mint condition and inside was in mint condition. So what the fuck do you think I did? Do you think I cut it up? Hell no. I put that bitch on Craigslist and sold it for $1,700. Yeah, with a fucked up motor in it. Because somebody had a brand new motor to put in it. So I flat out told him, I said, hey, you come to get it, you pulled everything out for me, since you already got something to put it. I was definitely, so I got to keep the motor, the fucked up motor. Yeah. And I scrapped the fuck out of it after taking it apart. Most of it was aluminum. Yeah. So, like, it is what it is. But like I said, you gotta see these things. So like, even though you knew you were gonna get money chopping up, why would you chop up a body of a car that's so good? Fuck the motor. Fuck the trans was good. But fuck all that. This guy already had his own shit to put in. So I was like, this car is fucking, like, it's awesome. That was one thing that was so weird about it. Fucking not, like, I didn't understand how this motherfucker, dogged this car out, but it fucking still looked brand new and was in mint condition. It was fucking forest green with a metallic sparkle in it. 96 Grand Am SELE. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, if they fucking keep logs of their sales, you could actually go back and find that motherfucker. Yeah. I remember the guy I sold it to, he was so happy. He's like, man, I've been looking for, he goes, I don't give a fuck if it was red, because, red, when it comes to insurance, costs more because it's more distracting, they claim. So, I guess more cars that are red get, in accidents. So, by default, if you had a colored car that's red, other than like black or white, your fucking insurance is going to be higher just a little bit by default, just to let you know if you didn't know that. Yeah, I found that out. Not because I was getting a car insured that was red, just because I was scrapping shit and selling shit here and there, and like people would tell me. And it's like, if that's what you want, that's what you're going to pay for. You got to pay for what you want. You only get what you pay for. You want more cluck for your buck, you better make sure you go get it. But, I just, my big thing is I just look for, opportunities and openings. And like I said, when the scrap thing happened, and it became a big thing, I had to take advantage of it. And at first, I was doubtful, not because I didn't know anything, because I didn't have a truck. I didn't have nothing to move anything. Like, I ended up buying a car dolly. And those things are, like, people hold those motherfuckers like they're fucking, like that's a fucking, a Willy Wonka golden ticket. And I see why, because they're worth a lot of money. I bought one for $600. I still have the son of a bitch, but it's been sitting in my family's fucking yard with a tarp over it for fucking, I don't know, 9, 10 years. Because I haven't been able to put a car underneath and fucking use the son of a bitch. So, but yeah, I bought one, and I best investment I made. Best investment I made. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because you want to know what you do? You got a truck, hook that dolly up to it, you put your car in there, and then if you got more scrap and your truck's full, you fill the fucking car full of it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, you take that hollow vessel, you put substance in it. Fill that bitch up. Like you're packing a motherfucking bowl of weed. Get that bitch blazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, you want to know what's crazy though? There's nothing wrong with wanting to buy anything. Hey. But what you want and what you need are two different things. Remember that, Mod. I know you know that, but I just want to refresh you. What you want, what you need are two different things, just like a necessity and a luxury. Okay? I'm fucking with you, man. You know, hey, I'm not talking bullshit. I know you know that, but hey, when you said I wanted to, I just had to do that because I want to do a lot of things too. I told these guys I welded to them. I told them, I said, hey, you guys get me a motherfucking, you guys look out for me with my keys up here. I said, I'll come and buy my next car from y'all. No, I did. Because I told him, I said, I'm about to go back to work. I told him, I said, I got a couple more. I said, I'm going back to, when I went there, it was right before physical therapy. That's why I made that video when I was sitting there waiting on him. And I still had like an hour left until I had to go to physical therapy. So I was like, I'm going over here. And I might as well, because it's like, if not, I'm fucking shit up. I need to get my car over there. Or I need to get my key. So I was able to take care of that, but it was like, it just brought me back to that day because like motherfuckers in there talking about this and that, and it put me back in that bracket. But if you know that you got an opening, you can do something. Take advantage of it, because you're not gonna be able to take advantage of it again. God made land; He ain't making no more of it. So it's like the same thing with all of us. We do something, we create something, like we do here, like content. We only got so much time, and we don't get no more of it. We don't get no more of it. So the time you have now is very, very crucial to your situation and what's going to be coming. So it's like you only got so much time on this earth. The minute we're born, we're going to die. We said we got a ticking clock on us. Yeah, like a fucking floating emoji that we can't see. And the time just keeps going down and going down. And I know that fucks with certain people. And you're like, don't do that to me. You might as well boil me alive. Well, if you're not realistic, then things ain't going to go too good for you in life. You got to be very realistic and good for the good and bad situations in life. Because if not, you're going to have a fucking problem. Because if you're not living realistically, there's going to be a fucking problem. One way, shape, or form. Here, can I give an example? Like somebody who's been taken care of their entire fucking life. Mind you. Not talking about y'all. I'm talking about people I had to grow up around. They had everything in the fucking world. Everything. And guess what? Now they have nothing. And they depend on anybody around them to be their fucking charity case. Literally. They ain't got a pot in the piston or a window to fucking throw it at them. They're useless and motherfucking tits on a boar hog. Okay? And I don't... I have no sympathy for them. You wanna know why? Because they fucking pissed it all away. They pissed it all away. And we're not talking like some fucking, I got 50,000 with my people. No. We're talking millions of dollars with like 3 different people I know where they were brought up by people who brought them in or adopted them or made sure they were taken care of. And all they had to do was stay fucking loyal. And they couldn't. And they started crashing out well before the people got sick. And they got taken out of wills. And they lost everything they would have fucking gained. And because the people knew that if they would have let them have it, they would have shit it all away. So whatever they did get, they already shit away. And one of them being my friend I told you about, I had to kick out of here. His grandparents, mind you, raised him, right? And those grandparents adopted his mother. Very good people. They're gone now. They're gone now, both of them. This son of a bitch could not stop doing anything to save his fucking life, and he was stand to fucking inherit fucking a little over $3 million, and he fucked that all up. He's got a fucking 200 and almost 300,000 right now in an account that actually has his name all over it, but because Grandpa changed the will 2 days before he fucking died, him even fighting in court, the judge, the fucking lawyers will end up with more than he will, and he doesn't even have no credibility. So when he goes to court, they threw it out. They're like, that shit's going to sit there because the way the stipulations were made, it was switched. There was reasons why. The reasons were told why. When he come to court, it was obvious why they did it because he was still on that same bullshit. I mean, come on. You go into the court and you're shitting and pissing all over yourself. You think a judge is going to award you that money knowing exactly what the fuck you're going to do with it? Probably saved your fucking life. While you're still alive. I know because of me that you're still fucking alive, and I don't want nothing for it. I wanted you to respect me. You know, sometimes, and I hope this doesn't sound cold, but sometimes I wish I didn't, because it was like he's fucking up a lot of other people's lives, including his kids. He's not in his kids' lives, and it's like, I don't wish death on nobody, but it's like, I brought you back to life to keep this fucking dumb shit up? I resuscitated you? I brought you back to life to keep this dumb shit up. I hope you wake the fuck up. I'm serious. It fucking hurts, man. Like, I like, when I'm talking about, I'm more of a father to those kids than he is. And then the person he's with right now, imagine. Who could do this? You're so fucked up on drugs, you're pimping her out. Yeah. And then when she doesn't get her way, she'll go out and pimp herself out. So she's getting dicked anyways. And on top of it, this stupid son of a bitch had a recording of when she was with another dude and she knew about this money, how they were going to kill him. And they thought they were going to go walk into a bank and get the money. He can't even walk into a fucking bank and get the money. I walked in with them. And he pulled out all the documentation. It was so funny. The fucking guy went to his manager, came back and was like, yeah, you're right. There is this money sitting there for you, but guess what? We can't give it to you. There's a hold on. There's a lock. Oh, yeah, you should have seen him burning up. Burning up. I could watch him disintegrate. I mean, that was the only time I had any satisfaction. I was like, yeah, now what do you got to show for all your fucking dumb actions, huh? Because you can't say Simon Saxon because that wasn't a girl. This shit's for real. You know, you fucked up. You fucked up big time. And then somebody else I know, they're prostrated with grief because they can't get their license. They try to get their license over and over and over again with paid lawyers. They're not catching cases anymore, but they got caught cooking meth while driving. Yeah. Stirring that shit. You know, anybody knows anything about it. I'm sorry, unfortunately I do. My dumb ass, hey, I helped somebody one day with that shit and it fucked me up. And I'm not saying hi. Because nobody fucking told me what anhydrous ammonia was or what about it. So yeah, I got fucked up from it. It burnt me the fuck up. If I didn't have on the equipment I had on, I probably would have died or lost some body limbs. Yeah. Because anhydrous ammonia, when it hits the air or hits anything, that's 230 degrees Celsius. So it's like beyond frostburn. Yeah. It'll fuck you up. It could kill you. And if you ever inhaled it, it would fucking vapor lock your lungs and it would drop you. And these stupid motherfuckers are stealing anhydrous ammonia out of tanks. You know, that the farmers use. Well, these son of a bitches were draining so many tanks that they got on the DEA's radar. So the DEA started setting up dummy tanks that were like triggered the minute you would open them. So they'd have holes all through the tubes so they would shoot out everywhere to fucking get you. And a fucking trigger on there to let them know it was hit so they could come try to get you. Well, I never got caught by no cops, but this stupid son of a bitch was stirring a batch back in 2004, and it gets pulled over by a state trooper on the back roads. Yeah, go figure, right? And when the cop comes up, he already knows there's something wrong because there's 3 people all stacked in front of this fucking Dodge Ram, 86 Ram, on the front of it. And he sees the fucking driver fucking like... And like I said, you know, he pulled his gun and said, get the fuck out of the car right now. And it's wintertime, mind you. And if anybody knows anything about that, you cannot have any moisture on it. It'll instantly explode. It will kill you. Fucking cop levels the gun on and tells him, stop exactly what you're doing right now. And the thing is, if he would have listened to the cop, everyone would have died, including the cop. And he told the cop while he was still stirring, like, if I do that, we'll all die. And he goes, well, I suggest you fucking run the other way because literally, he took everybody in it other than him and said, you better run away with that bitch and hope you can get rid of it. And he lucked out. He threw it in the air and within like, I don't know, a second and a half, it exploded. But he ended up going to jail for a couple like class X's and aggravated DUI because he was high on meth and then manufacturing meth, all sorts of shit. Oh yeah. But because he was still a grandpa, and this is somebody else I'm talking about, lived right next to me, but he had great grandparents that took him in. And these motherfuckers, they were golden. Golden. I would have never, like, that's why when you see this shit and you go through the shit you went through and you see how somebody had everything they did when you were young and they fucking burnt it all up, you know, they got to change on their own because it's like, I didn't have anything you had and there's no way I would have did what you did. Good thing I wasn't in your fucking thing because I would have made you look stupid. Because I would have been more loyal than a dog. Oh yeah. I crash the fuck out for them people. Just like I crash out for my family. I don't care about money. It's not about the money. It's about loyalty. What I'm trying to get at. Like, these motherfuckers stood to, because, they think these people didn't have nothing else to give to anybody. They're just going to them. Dude, they didn't have fucking signing most of their shit over to go to foundations and shit. And, listen, do we really know when you said, unless you're controlling and running the foundation yourself and doing everything? I think 9 times out of 10 when somebody says, oh, they're donating to the foundation, if they can't prove it, that money's going wherever that person that it's going, getting transferred, is controlling it. And sometimes that could just be a fucking M move because they're greasing the wheels for something else to get placated on later on in life. Yeah, people don't understand that shit. That's why people got shell companies and embezzle money and try to rinse it through there and all sorts of fucking dumb shit. But I just don't understand how people can do that when we got somebody so good to you, and then you fuck up and you keep fucking up, but you keep telling them you won't, and then it gets to the point where you fucked up so much that they rubbed you off. Yeah, they scratched your ass off like you were a stain on the wall. Because that's what you fucking became. You are what you get. You are what you are. I say it again, like Popeye said, I am what I am. We're no fucking cartoon. Remember that. We're not a cartoon. As much as we're not on broadcasting, we are live. So this is somewhat reality TV. So don't laugh. I'm happy I haven't had to fucking tell anybody to, you know what? I don't like to tell people to behave, especially grown-ups. Or just like that one guy asking me how old I was. What did I tell him? I didn't see his face. I don't know who the fuck it was. I said, I could just tell by the way he was talking, the way he was carrying himself. Verbally. With the messages. I was like, I guarantee I'm old enough to be your fucking father or your grandfather and apply belt to that ass. Absent thought. And then yeah, most definitely, when he said the age. Like, yeah. Don't be out here fucking doing it. Like, you either live or you learn. You live and learn from the fucking shit you go through, or it's just not going to be right. And the thing is, a lot of people don't understand this. Some people weren't made to learn. Some people were made to crash and burn and just keep doing it over and over again. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, it's just like looking at those fucking serial killers. They all got triple number IQ, so they could have been anything but they were. And what ended up happening? They ended up becoming a thing, make them infamous instead of famous. Motherfuckers could have been a nuclear technician. They could have been a fucking astronaut, not a commandant. No. That's why I tell them, one for the Army, one for the Navy, one for the SEALs, one for the Braves, one for us, one for the Rangers, one for the Corps. Well, I guess the Corps don't get there, so get the fuck out of here. You gave one to the commandants, go be a commandant. But the thing is, hey, it takes one to be one. I'm a commandant. But I won't be at work soon when I become management one day. But you gotta be one to know one. You want to walk, you better learn to crawl. And you better know what comes with the territory falling. Just like if you're going out to rob motherfucking banks. If you're going to go out and rob banks physically, just know what comes with it. Federal prison and a bare minimum 6 to 30. Whether you're using a firearm or not. And then if you're going cross state to state, then you're going to be in real big trouble. Because then whatever you really have, they're going to come and take it, and then after they prosecute you and break you down and build you up and break you down again, they're going to come in and take it all. And when you already have nothing to take and they come take it all, you're really fucked. Oh, yeah. They're just going to come in and drain it, and then they're going to fucking make sure they maintain and see if you got anything more. And then they'll make sure they do find more, and then they'll take it all. So you can go ahead and try to go put in your fucking mother's name or this or that, or go fucking shove it under here. You better know what the fuck you're doing. Those paper trails, people forget about them. Well, if I just fucking tunnel it through this and this and this so many times, it'll take... Yeah, but the thing is, unless you're continuously doing it, these motherfuckers don't stop once they get on a trail. So that paper trail is going to lead them to someone. So unless it's going to lead them to a brick fucking wall, or a fucking silhouette with a fucking question mark above it, and they just don't know what to do, your ass will eventually get. That's one thing. Everything comes. Everything eventually comes. Especially when you're out there doing that dumb shit. If you're gay, I'm not giving advice, but if somebody's going to rob a fucking bank, do it. Do it virtually. Do the airwaves. Don't fucking do it physically. Don't be a fucking stupid. Because you could steal $15 million from a bank and get fucking probation or get fucking 8 months in prison. But if you go in without a gun and a note and steal $800, you're going to get 30 fucking years. So, I don't know why people still try to go in there for fucking trying to, like they're doing thrill seeker holdups with a fucking born to lose tattoo on their fucking chest. Literally. It's like, Lord have mercy. You just... I just thank God that I'm not one of them people, because it's like, man, I feel sorry for them, because they were just built, they were made for that. They were made to just constantly crash the fuck out. Almost like homie who was scared to get paroled after 34 fucking years. He was so fucking scared, he tried to kill an officer. Because he wasn't going nowhere. He wanted to stay. He was institutionalized. You know, it's the same fucking thing. There's a different aspect. So, as soon as you guys can get that clear and get that through your fucking heads, I'm not saying anybody on any brain dead, but we get people coming on here pretty much brain dead sometimes. Yeah. Fucking like a turnip, acting like a turnip and shit. Trying to turn up, but they'll turn up. Oh yeah, like a bag of garbage on the road. You keep fucking playing that stupid game out there. Big Burn will take its fucking turn. That ring of fire. Oh yeah. People think karma ain't real. Okay, keep telling yourself that. You don't even know karma's fucking you right now if you did something wrong. I know it's still getting at me. Oh yeah, let me be real. I'll be paying for it the rest of my life. Karma? Yeah, most definitely. I've been paying for it hardcore my whole life. The thing is, karma's let up on me though, because I had blinders onto the fucking world, okay? Growing up. Your dad dies when you're 9, and you know it's going to happen, you just don't know when because he tells you, and then, yeah, flip switches. So, you know, bad was good and good was bad. Yeah. For the first over half of my life. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I shouldn't even fucking be here. I should be dead or fucking still rotting away in jail. Honestly. God gave me this gift. I'm going to be on here. I'm trying to prevent this shit. It's all about being able to relate. Yeah, it's all about being able to relate. That's why I try to save you guys from unnecessary bullshit. Some people want to laugh like I'm a fucking game. That's up to you. But I don't want, hey, don't let me fucking find out you crashed the fuck out after running your mouth to me, because guess what? If I can find out, I'm going to fucking put you on display for slip and fall school. Because that's what you did. You crashed out because you were drunk off that clown sauce. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. Just don't do it to yourself. Don't fucking dilute yourself. If you're a strong-minded person, then be a strong-willed person. You can get it from both angles. And follow your fucking heart and your gut. Don't fucking go out and do anything that's stupid. Don't let people drag you into fucking situations you wasn't even entertaining to begin with. Oh, most definitely. He also told me, too, when I was in prison, my last case before I was getting sent from Statesville, he also told me, too, out of the middle of nowhere. It was fucked up. Felt like this warm embracing on me, like I was basking in the sun. And out of nowhere, I hear this voice go like this. This ain't baseball, so don't strike out. And I knew exactly what the fuck that meant. That meant, if I caught another serious case like I did, I was going to go fucking bye-bye. That was the second serious case that I caught. That was violence, and I beat it. And you know, that doesn't happen for a lot of people. So I fucking had to sit there and take it the way it was because it scared me. It fucking scared me when I actually heard that while I was sitting in Statesville. Like it just came over me. This ain't baseball, so don't strike out. And I could feel it, and I could hear it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And when I was trying to actually, it was gone already. And then I was like, wow, did that just really happen? Did I just have, what do they call that? A moment of awakening, a reckoning. And that's when I knew. I was like, I'm being able to come home the same year I'm going in, even though I didn't want to go to the joint. I had to cop out to some class fours. I'm just happy I beat my exes. These motherfuckers want to send me away fucking all these years. And then like, I just kept looking at the realization of everything, stepping back and looking at the big picture. Like things could be a lot fucking worse right now. Even when there's been times I've been down and out because it's like, man, I've done so much shit for my life, I shouldn't even go through this shit right now. Like it was to the point where I just wanted to fucking try to find somebody corrupt to buy you know, like, hey, I'll give you $50K, give me my license. Because people can do that. People got people in the DMV that can just click. I was almost like that. I was like trying to search. I was willing to pay fucking up to $50,000, and I was gonna go out and do some crazy shit to get that money. Because back then I didn't have money like that. You know, I can say now, you know, since I got my job and everything, I'm beyond financially secured. I got a peace of mind. I don't need money. Real peace of mind comes from fucking what you know that you're doing, not the fucking. Not money does not give you a peace of mind. It's a false sense of security. At least for me, it is. You need money, but we still have proof to this day that you don't need money if you want to live off the grid type shit. But I'm just letting you know, like I'm happy. I'm very happy. And one time, first time in my life, I actually see everything coming together, and it's like I almost feel like I'm 16. Like, then I go to driver's ed again. You know, like I never went through driver's ed because you want to know why I didn't go through driver's ed? Because I was locked the fuck up. Didn't have no time for it. Didn't have the luxury. And then when I wasn't locked up, I was in BD schools having to try to fucking straighten myself out to get mainstream back to normal schools. So half the time I'd get like 1-2 classes. Somebody starts something, I'd fucking break their fucking face. Go to jail. Take those classes away, send me back to the BD school. Full blown. And I had to repeat it again. And then it just got to the point where I was getting in so much trouble that by the time I got out and wanted to get my shit, they were like, hey, your class of 05, you're going to fucking be fucking graduating with 07. I said, no, I'm not. They're like, oh, yes, you are. I said, no, I'm going to get my GED. And that's what I did. I went and got my GED. See? I went and got my GED. Part of it I did run jail. The other part I did through the county, like the jail, but I was outside fighting my case. And that's how I was able to get my bond reduction. It was part of my my first case when with the Molotov cocktails and shit. When I got my bond reduction and I bailed out, that was part of the conditions of my bond. That I had to get my GED. Other than my curfew, even though I wasn't on an ankle bracelet. So any police contact after 10, I ruined my bail. Any copping cases, ruined my bail. And if I didn't get my GED, they would have fucking revoked my bail, brought me back, and then tried to fucking give me prison time even though I had no background. Because they claimed the shit was terrorist act. So, like I said, when I found out that I couldn't go back to school, I was going to go back to school, I was going to be going back with 2 years more. I said, nah, hell no, I'll just go get my fucking GED. Fuck this. Fuck this. So while I was locked up, before I got it, I took the test in there once, and I passed a couple of things, and then while I was out fighting the case, I did the rest of it. I didn't do it in a super fancy manner, because when it came up for a status hearing, the state's attorney wanted to revoke my bail, and put out a petition to revoke, on me, or some stupid, or for violating the bail bond, like just revoke my bail, because I didn't have it at the time, and I should have. And the judge is like, no, but we're going to give him a $50,000 I bond, and we're going to give him a couple months to get it. So when I come back a month and a half later, I had it. So, because like I said, it doesn't matter why you're fighting a fucking case. They just wanted me back in custody to make it worse, because if you're fighting a case inside, it's always harder. If you're outside, it's always a lot better. Even if you ain't got a paid lawyer, but it's like you got to do what you got to do. And I was a kid, but I wasn't a dummy, and I wasn't going to sit there and act dumb. So like, why go spend more time in high school when I could just go get my GED? And the thing is, I didn't even need that motherfucker for anything, but I guess I needed it in case, just in case. Because when I went to go get my job, they asked me if I graduated, and I said, no, I got a GED, though. You want me to bring it? They're like, no, we don't need to see that. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking in my mind, well, what the fuck you asked me for? But yeah, that's my GED. And I wanted to go to college, but when I found out that that was just a little fucking, depending on what you're going to college for, if it ain't something that's, you got something on standby waiting for you to cop you and give you a job once you have that degree, most of that shit is fucking straight stonewall. No, you want to know what college was built for? To keep America in debt. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's proof, and I can prove it. I can prove it. That was. Why do you think it was always such a big thing back in like the '60s? Go to college. Go to college. Keep us all in debt to keep that money flowing to the government. Oh, we'll give you the fuck. We'll give you a fucking $8 billion loan, as long as you're going to college. You want a Lamborghini Diablo to go with it? So you can go eat, surf and turf, and fuck your bitch later? Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Or whatever you're going to do. They will do that. That's one thing that's fucked up about America. You have credit score high enough, they'll let you go out and get anything, even if you can't afford it. So they're willing to let you crash out. Now, who the fuck would you, think about that. Why would you? That's undermining. That's undermining to me. And I got a good credit score now. And you want to know when I started looking at my credit and trying to build it up before I got my job and started with other, you want to know what my credit score was? I thought it was good too. You want to know what my credit score was? 493. You want to know what it is now? Almost 800. Hey. I don't know. All I know is, let's just put it this way. They don't give a fuck if you can't own it. If you got a credit score that'll show them, they don't give a fuck what you have for equity. No, they don't. Because to them, that's their equity. That number. So they will fucking give you whatever you want because they know the worst case scenario. Your ass is going to be dry gulched. And then if you don't pay them, they're going to have debt collectors come after you. And then before you have wannabe Jehovah's Witnesses at your door. Instead of a pamphlet, it'll be a gun. And if you don't think these high-end talent, they don't send people out like fucking checkbook, you crazy. Because I've seen it happen. I've seen it to where they stood outside somebody's house like they're fucking, hey, like they're investigating somebody for workman's comp fraud or something. Like somebody says, oh, they got a bad back, so they're out getting paid, but then they got them on fucking video picking up a blockhead of a motor in their fucking garage. Yeah, they're fucked. You're going to federal prison for fraud. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that just, hey, good and bad, that's how it is. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know I've noticed that we've got as much as 5 people in here at one time, but it's popping in and out like mushrooms. People gonna be like that until, I get a little higher, get a little minority, but like I said, there's no rush into any of this, and like I said, I gotta keep my finger on the pulse with everything I got right now happening. So, not gonna lie, unfortunately. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. At least they're not being fucking ramrods and spark plugs, right? Right? As long as they're not fucking being stupid and ignorant. And even then, I let them ride. I'm ready for that shit. I want somebody to fucking say, yep, doing something stupid. But I don't want that. If you're not on that, then don't be about it. Yeah. Yeah, bots, yeah, exactly. Smoke those motherfucking boots like lemon janks. But it's like 11:10 right now. I know I've been on for 2 hours 10 minutes. I know I usually this is over, but I know I've hit it harder. But I've got a lot of shit going on that's just very, very positive in my life right now, and I've got to stay focused this week. So right now, I wanted to get on and make sure, because this is the thing. I was so fucking ecstatic when I walked into fucking physical therapy, and then like I said, when I was towards the end of it. They're on the computer sending a fucking note to my doctor, letting them know I don't need no more physical therapy and she can clear me for work. So when I was walking out of there, I was calling to make a fucking appointment with the surgeon so she could see me and clear me for work. It's like I said, they've been dying for me back, and guess what? I've been dying to go back. Not because I need the money, because I want to become management and I want to keep myself locked in and fuck all this bullshit. Like, hey, everything happens for a reason, but I gotta stay a little more conscious. Like, I had to save homie. I had to save Toki, Kingsguard. I had to be his guard that night. I think that's why he's so fucking loyal. I think that's why he's so damn loyal. No, I'm serious, dude. If I show you, hey, if I showed you my list right now of appointments, if they didn't clear me today, to go to the surgeon to get cleared to go back to work, I had 10 more appointments. I wouldn't have been going back till the end of fucking July. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's why I sat at home fucking doing 10 times more what they wanted. And then, like I said, when they found out I ripped my room apart to look for my key, and I told them, I said I excavated it and hollowed it out like a fucking gold mine. They're like, that's the best thing you could be doing for your hand right now. Just keep doing normal shit with it. Just keep doing it. They're like, you really ripped your whole room apart? I said, oh yeah, I pulled everything out. Everything. Everything. But, you know, I was just so stagnant. She's just, the first thing I see, she's just sitting there, she get this weird smile, almost like I thought she wanted to give me a kiss. I would have obliged. I would have. She purty. She won one of my old spots, but she got a boyfriend, so I wasn't on that shit. Just like that wouldn't have been professional. Even though they really liked me. Yeah, they like me, and they all purty over there. One of them looks like Debbie from Shameless. And when I told her that, I didn't tell her that right away, but I told everybody else that the day she wasn't there, and they were like, oh my God, you're fucking right. She does look like she was there today with her fine self. And I was like, hey, you know, you could be a step double for them. Especially all they kept going. And it was crazy because she goes, you know, I've heard that a lot, but you know, you really mean it. I said, I know I mean it. Because I said, I told them when you wasn't here. I said, that's how you knew I mean it. But I had to wait. I said, hey, actually, this is what I did to her. I said, hey, Debbie. And she turned around and looked at me. I said, hey, you know you could be a step double for Debbie on Shameless. And she goes, and she could. She fucking could, literally. I swear to God, she's carbon copy. Maybe with a big, you know, a little bit more plump. Not fat, but just perfect. You know, like, you know, that. Seriously, you'd be surprised, the physical therapist, man. Ooh. Yeah. I told him, I said, you want to check my vitals, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Here, your word, my will. Do what the fuck you got to do with me. I don't give a fuck. That's why they're like, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I said, hey, I don't give a fuck what you do. Do what you got to do. I said, you guys getting paid. Hey, you know what it is. $1,200 a clip on the insurance. I don't give a shit. I'll give you guys $50, $20 copay. Shit. You might get a little tip for some play. Shit. I would say, I'm going to tell you this right now, and what's crazy is when they play that little banter with you. They give you them little giggly eyes, and you almost think they're fucking pregnant almost because their eyes start glowing and shit. I'll tell you, man, it's a sexy therapist. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I told him, too. I said, I don't know why you girls in this bracket when you guys could be fucking being a model. For real. And they just blush at me and giggle. And blush. That's how I knew. Yeah. But no, you just got to stay cordial. Like, you don't want to push no boundaries or nothing. Like, I wasn't in there to go look for nobody. I was in there to get my hand healed, but it was just some pure luck that I had some beautiful ladies to take care of me, some beautiful angels. Yes. And it's so funny, too, because when I was leaving, they're like, it was so good to work with you. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, you'll see me again. I said, you guys totally looking out for me. You'll see me again. I'll bring you guys some fucking Red Lobster or something, man, when I'm coming through one night. I'll come down in there and pop up like a fucking mushroom. They'll be real happy. Shit. Think I made a moistened sight because I'm fucking Casanova. Shit. I thought I was fucking around with Florence Nightingale up in there. Oh, yeah. Seriously, I'm not gonna lie. I know, right? I know. I told you what I would start doing, man, because, hey, I'm not gonna lie, when I don't let nobody play with me either, but I don't want to break my hands fighting, and I've broke my hands a lot of times fighting and never even got them healed because that was another thing the doctor said other than, you cut your cast? Her and her sexy self, too, and I love women who don't wear makeup. And my surgeon, oh, God. Her, too. She's sexy. And what's weird is I don't see no ring on her finger. That shit gives you like the courage to want to say something almost sometimes. Ain't no ring on that finger, and if she's hiding it, there's something wrong because we already know what's going on when it comes to women, and they don't give a fuck about if you're married or not. You want to know what a woman thinks when they see a ring? Well, at least somebody can stand the guy who's got money and his cock must work. So, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm wrong. Doesn't say, hey, you find a woman out there, you ain't got no ring. That ring's got a mysterious fucking power. You wanna know why? Because if you ain't got that ring on, you can just run. You can run and hit the ground running. Don't look back. If the shit hits the fan, and I'm not talking like, oh, what my baby mama thought when she got pregnant with my youngest. Her only one, my youngest though. She thought I was gonna leave her. I was like, I said, who am I, a fucking coward? And she started crying because she was so, like, happy because she was just like, what the fuck? Because that's what was happening. That happens all the time, all day. Like, you got people purposely getting people pregnant, not wanting to pull out. That shit's sick. I used to hate that. Growing up, listening to all the older guys brag about how they got these people pregnant, these women pregnant, these young women pregnant, these beautiful women. And women more stronger than men. Yeah. I'm a man to say it. Yeah, women are more stronger than men. Yeah, they are. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, they are. And they be bragging about this shit. And then it's like, well, what about the kid you created? Well, I don't know. It ain't mine. But you just bragged about fucking up 10 months until it came out how you got her pregnant. But now it's not yours? So I'd laugh at it when they start paying fucking child support. Or they forget to pay it or just didn't want to pay it, and then fucking Father's Day coming around, the door get kicked in. Because that's what they do, please. On Father's Day, they do them fucking, those, some, you know, like I said, lousy father. They do them father sweeps. Me? I fucking actually delivered. Doctor let me deliver my youngest. Yeah, cut the umbilical cord, grab her, clean her up, and handed her mouth. I got to do that. Not the nurse, not the doctor. Doctor let me. Oh, yeah. He stood over me like a vulture, but he had to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I got to. Not a lot of people get to do that. Not a lot of people get to do that. So, that's something, that's a good memory I get to keep. Back then, it wasn't like, man, post on, you know, '08, social media was dead still. It was barely there. So, you know, it was getting on my next town, chirping and hitting everybody up. Oh. Got a girl. Got a girl, 21.5 inches, 10 pounds, 2 ounces. Yeah, she chunky, baby. Yeah, my chunky baby. And now she's a mean machine. Yeah. I wish you'd get into it with her mom though, because her mom be like trying to run shit. Try to fuck with shit. She's gonna hip toss her mom. Hell yeah, she's gonna drop her ass. Pick her up and bloop. Donkey Kong right on her head. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. Oh yeah. You were ya? God, you wasn't just a strong child, you was a masculine child, huh? What, did Luca Brasi come and fucking give your people the blessing? And I hope your first child be a masculine child. You must have been one, corn-fed and barbed wired, huh, boy? 18 fucking pounds? You must be in Guinness for that shit. For real. Fuck, 18? Damn. The fuck do you have? A Virginia ham in one hand crying the blues because you didn't have no bread? Shit. Sounds like mama was making sure you were beyond fed. Shit. I'm not going down any of it. Fuck it. You said you were 18 pounds. I know you were 18 pounds. I was 10 pounds, 11 ounces. Hey. Each his own. Sounds like you come from good stock, man. Sounds like you come from good stock. Am I right? I think I'm right. You got me so happy that I don't give a fuck about drinking piss poor Powerade right now. Yeah, you must come from good stock. Yeah. And look at what you do to me. The minute you said I'm about to go, I'm trying to play some fucking video games, you start talking to me and you know how to keep my ass on here because you know I'll stay on all day and night and some. I'm nowhere yet to defile myself. Shit. All you gotta do is give me a couple minutes, go get some food, fucking... Let me take my medication a little bit. Maybe, oh wait, what? What you got to say? Wrong. What, you got somebody correcting your ass over there, implying belt to your ass? Huh? Don't let them get a hold of your whip. 9 pounds, huh? That's still a healthy baby. That's still a big baby. What the fuck you talking about? 9 pounds? No, you corrected yourself, man. You're not making shit up. You're not making shit up. You corrected yourself, so you're fine. It's the people on here who go out of their way to say shit or claim shit, and then they get found out. You see, the thing is, nobody gonna go look for no shit like that. But the thing is, it's like you're on here correcting yourself. So I know I picked a good person for a mod. I know that you're a true person, you a true follower, and you want to know what? You with me to the end now. You with me to the end. And the end is whenever the end. We don't control that. So it is what we're gonna be out here for a long, long time. Like I said, I don't give a fuck how long it takes. Like I'm in no rush to get to 1,000 followers or any of that. That shit's no biggie to me. I want to be able to help people on here. I want to be able to people to fucking know that there's somebody they can come talk to, or they can come hit me up, watch my shit, and leave a message and go, hey, can you talk about this? Can we relate about this? Because if we can relate, and I've been through it, then hey, I will. I will. All you guys got to do is conjure the courage. I mean, I can talk all day and night and some, but the thing is, it's like, eventually I'm going to want, when we get a bill bigger, I'm going to want people to start throwing their shit at me. Literally, throwing your problems at me like monkey would. I want to know. Because if I can relate it any way, I'm going to tell you what you should do or my suggestions so you can take it under advisement. Never tell you what to do. I'll never tell you what to do, but I'll advise things. So, you can take it up with your broker, your banker, your publicist, your agent, whoever the fuck you got. Or you take it up with yourself. But nobody's going to make you do anything but yourself. You got to do it. So if you want change, if you want it bad enough, you will change. If you want it bad enough. And me, I just got tired of rinsing and repeating and going through those fucking revolving doors. It was a recurring nightmare because it was like, I was a nightmare for people. And that shit started, I started getting older, and before you knew it, I started thinking about that shit. I remember one night, man, I started tearing up. Because I'm so ashamed of myself. Like, how the fuck could I do that shit? And there was no rationalizing it. Like, I never fucked anybody over, didn't have it coming to them, but how I did it with no hesitation. That's why people they were so terrified of me. People who didn't even know me. They were so fucking terrified. They'd hear me. My name would ring bells, but not in a good way. They would fucking run if they heard I was coming. They wouldn't wait to see me to run. They would just get the fuck out of there so they're out of sight, out of mind. That's how smart they were. Yeah, it does depend on the people because, like I said, you get motherfuckers too that get too big for their britches who didn't know somebody like me. You threaten me and say you're going to burn my people alive. I'm going to come and try to do that to you. And then the punk motherfucker who starts it, he calls the police. He opens the door, he can't close, I got to close, and he still called the police on me. And I beat it. So what does that tell you? It was meant to be. And I'm not trying to be smart or cute because I'm not. This ain't something to fucking brag about. I'm not bragging about it. I don't want nothing, like... The only thing I could say that's beneficial from all the fucking unnecessary shit that I went through, it was necessary for me, but it ain't necessary for you because it shaped me into who I am this very second. The only thing I can say that's beneficial about it, other than me warning you guys and prevent you guys from going through it, it shaped me to who I am this second. So I can do that for you. So I can relay that message. Because you get people on here, man, they'll talk to you like you're your best friend and you don't even fucking know them. I would rather somebody just be real. Just fucking be real with me. Be real. Like my mod. You want to know what? You want to know why I asked him to be my mod? Anybody who watches this or pops on while I'm talking, I'm going to tell you this right now. Because he's been following me faithfully for over a year plus. And when I broke my hand and went through a little bit of depression and didn't want to post, he was hitting me up. Amongst a couple other people like, hey, are you okay, bro? I haven't heard nothing from you. I'm worried about you. What's going on? That really meant something. And it does mean something. It always will. It always will. So, like, if you think that you guys can't, I'm not on here to fucking, to make you guys go wander astray and go sniff out the fucking Crash Dummies trail so you can put yourself to grass. No. I want you guys to fucking know that there's somebody that you can come talk to, and that if you've got a problem, I might have went through it or a situation like it. So if you want my 411, my opinion on it. All you gotta do is conjure the courage and ask, or bring the situation up, and I'll make a video. Yeah. If you want to be heard too, I have no problem. I will be doing interviews eventually on here. I have already done interviews, actually. Yeah, with somebody that used to be my baby mama's best friend, but now she doesn't. It's not because of her, but because of her fucked up shit. I had to do an interview because she stole her brother's car, didn't have a license, got this boyfriend, got her hooked on dope, and she was off it for like 4 years. Talking to this old friend of mine, my baby mama's friend too. She's not a friend no more, but she tries to call me still to talk. And it's like, you live right down the street, you can't even leave, you got a leash on you, and you're in a doghouse like Spike. Yeah, literally. You're fucking 30 years old, and you're being fucking treated like a 3-year-old. Yeah. But she's got the mentality of a 5-year-old now, because when all this shit started happening, she got locked the fuck up. She had a couple seizures and a stroke while she was in custody. Because she was going through withdrawal. And then all her teeth were fucked up, so they had to pull all her teeth. So when I seen her, she like every 5 seconds she's fucking like putting this God prayer thing on and this and that, and then she come over here, right? And I'm sitting on my bed and she's sitting on this seat, and I fucking, it wasn't that I wanted to expose her, just make her look bad. I wanted people to see what the fuck happens. You want to see what the fuck happens when you fuck up, and then there's nobody who could help you, and you got to go through some fucking shit? Go look at my video from over a year ago. What it's like to be on ketamine. She wants the whole world to be on ketamine. That's how fucked up she is in the head. She goes, if the whole world was on ketamine, we'd be a lot calmer. I said, yeah, you could have enough surplus to keep the Middle East calm for the next 6 months, and it ain't going to make the world any calmer. No, it's not. They're still going to keep doing what the fuck they're doing right now. Being hobgoblin Oshkoshes. And what's fucked up is we always got to have our nose in that shit. And it's like, wonder why we'll eventually be a part of the war. We don't want that shit. But why are we fucking supplying both sides? That makes us complicit on both ends. And did y'all see what, hey, with the Ukrainians? Hey, they're so short on guys right now. You want to know what they did? They started taking people with Down syndrome. Literally. Full-blown Down syndrome and shit. Cerebral palsy, all sorts of shit. There's this one guy on there. Hold on, what's his name? Volkarov or something? He's a dude with Down syndrome. Okay, you got to remember, when you got Down syndrome and this stuff, because I know people have it. I know somebody who was normal their whole time, and they were building a fucking a treehouse and a brick. They were making a nice treehouse, and one of the bricks fell while he was going up and hit him in the head and fucking turned him right there. And now he's permanently that way. Yeah, it sucks. It's almost like he's a mongoloid almost, and it sucks because like you don't want to. Don't be fucking. Nobody be fucking like laughing like. There's no laughing about this shit because you want to know what's fucked up? I watched somebody laugh about somebody like that before, and you think those things, they got incredible Hulk strength. They'll fucking break you in half. I'm watching motherfucker. I'm telling you, man, you do not want to fuck with them people. They're just like us, they're just a little different. When they're born that way, it's because when their chromosomes is missing or half of it's there. That can happen to any of us. Birth defect, unstable mutation, that can happen to any of us. Be thankful, we're not in here trying to fucking do that goofy shit. Like those motherfuckers that do all that goofy shit. Got kids coming out with fucking 8 toes, 1 eye, and 3 assholes and shit. I mean, literally. How are you even still born alive? Like, I don't surprise you're not stillborns. You know those that's worse than being a conjoined twin. The type of upkeep and health, the price, the money to keep, like, nobody's got that. My shorty is on my insurance now, my personal insurance instead of state insurance, my private insurance. My shorty is. And, fuck, if she goes to school, she can stay on until she's 25. And she's 16 right now. No, but the thing is, those guys, they when it comes to somebody with Down syndrome and stuff like that, or any of that shit, they fucking they lack empathy and remorse and fear. They don't know nothing about that. So imagine the Ukrainians taking a guy with Down syndrome, and they got him loaded in mortars, right? Well, he accidentally loaded the mortar backwards and almost blew the fucking whole battalion up. Okay? So you want to know what these guys started doing to him? They started like fucking putting him through like verbally, mentally, emotionally PT. And the thing is, the guy's just standing there laughing, dealing with it. He doesn't know that he's fucking being poked like a fucking voodoo doll, getting darts thrown at him like a board. Okay. So you want to know what started happening? They were getting to the point where like we're just gonna send him out on the front line. So like, if there's fucking mines and shit or this or that, because he didn't give a fuck and he doesn't. He's still alive, and like they were using him to like fucking, they're like fish out drones and shit, using him like a crash dummy. Fucking dust in here. It's driving me nuts. I wish I could go outside. I got no light outside. The bulb's gone. I need to go outside and get some fresh air. No, seriously. No, the dust in here is just fucking with me. Bad. Bad. Like Michael Jackson bad. I'm telling you, I'm going to whip that ass. That's what it's doing to me. And I don't even have allergies, but I think I'm coming down with some dust pollen because it seems like once I clean my room, I still got shit up in here, but it's like, you got fans going, you ain't got no AC. I try to keep everything clean, but it's like, it's a little hard, especially when you got everybody else not doing it. It's like, I'm not talking about I'm talking about everybody else. They don't want to do nothing. I don't suggest to my kid. She just does what she's got to do. But like I've been working on myself. The dust is the last thing, so I'm willing to bite the bullet. Fuck it. But I need to do something. I can't wait to get a fucking house. Get the fuck out of here. I've been looking for a place rent to own so I can throw like 10, 20 on it. Put my roots in real quick. Take care of business. So they know I mean business. Because, you know, I ain't with that dumb shit. But no, they take this poor guy and they're using him like as a fucking lightning rod, like a weather vane. So when the lightning hits, he'll absorb the impact now. But literally, this guy has no fucking fear. They tell him to go fucking around the house in the fucking middle of nowhere by himself. And there's fucking crazy shit going on. He sees it like a video game. So he goes doing it. Like I said, no remorse, no fear, no empathy. He has no idea what the fuck's going down. So like, they think it's funny. And like the guy's name is Volkarov or something. Ukrainian Down syndrome soldier. Look it up. Look it up when you get off here. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck? I see this shit and I gotta say something about it. You guys are like, well, why don't you just make videos about it? Well, if I'm doing lives now, I will still be making videos. Now that I'll be going back to work soon, you will be getting a lot more videos than me than lives, but I will be doing lives too. My mod's made the exception that he's willing to deal with shorter lives because to me, 2 to 3 hour live is normal. To me, that's 45 minutes in my life. Yeah, it's almost like going to the fucking moon. You being there for 6 months is like fucking 5 years down here. Why do you think when you got to come back down, you got to get over in the depressurized chambers? Because you're fucking getting ate the fuck up there because our body wasn't made to be up there. People don't know that. When you're up there, time is going by a million times because you're lunar now. You're not terrestrial. We created time. You're not terrestrial anymore. You're lunar. You're up in the fucking your cosmos. A lot of people don't know that. You go up there for a couple days and it's like a couple months. Literally. Like, I don't know exact mathematications, but it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And they say that they know for a fact that those black holes be going to other spots because they be sucking shit in, shooting them out, and then, you know, like stars. Yeah. And we all know what a star is. Something that's burning up. Like the sun. The sun will eventually die out. Now, I know nobody wants to hear that, but the thing is, everything's got to come to an end. Eventually, one time. And if history showed us anything, if it's like, if it's not going to happen naturally, we're going to make it happen because there's some odd reason for the fucking human race. It's in our nature to destroy ourselves. I don't know why. I don't know why. And you know what? I should have listened back then. You know, when I watched Terminator and I heard that shit. You know, when you heard John Connor go, we ain't gonna make it, are we? And he's like, you know, you heard him. It's, you know, nature to destroy itself. It is. Look how fucking weak we are. I know. That don't help when you got the 1% thinking they're fucking demigods. They thinking money makes them untouchable. Well, we've already proved that don't fucking work. Because look at all the motherfuckers that had, they're almost billionaires that $400 million, $500 million. Look at them now. They barely got a couple million or they're in the negative million. Because they were playing fucking God games. Fucking crazy devil games. And look at what happened. You play stupid motherfucking games, you win stupid motherfucking prizes. If you don't like it, stop doing it and stand up and fucking be somebody. Otherwise, stop fucking complaining about it. Stop being. You want to be a fucking chump? Go be a chump. It's so easy to go be a chump. You want to go be a fucking criminal? You want to go be a piece of shit? Go ahead. But I'm not calling you guys that. But if you make yourself that, then you can't yell at it. But I won't call nobody that because I cannot sit there and judge you guys like that. I can't. I just cannot. I cannot. Look at you. You got me out here and it's almost, we're counting 2:35. Oh. Alicia? I hope I said Zog? Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Dee Dee? Who's Dee Dee? Too bad it ain't Gigi, huh? Hi, Dee Dee. Welcome to the channel. If you're still here. Yeah, it ain't Gigi, it's Dee Dee. You see Dee Dee? Don't tell me somebody's trying to play some fucking smoke and mirrors. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Elijah? Is it Elijah? Give me a thumbs up or down. Tell me I said it right. It ain't Alicia, it's Elijah, right? You're male, female? Don't matter. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the channel. Whoever it is. My mom taking care of shit. I love it. See? No? I said it wrong, huh? Elijah? No? Alicia? Like I said, you're gonna get me in a fucking tongue twister. You want me to bite part of my tongue off? Fuck. Now you're making me feel, you're making me feel goofy, but in a good way. Don't know who you are from a can of paint, but I'm happy you're here. Welcome to the channel. I don't know if you're gonna subscribe, but believe me, get in where you fit in here. It's all about relating. It's a universal channel, but I'm all about actual factual. So if there's any strife you're going through in your life, all you gotta do is reply. We can talk about it. You guys can just keep creeping in and out. I don't care. But eventually, you guys are going to see what you got. You might want an appetite for this. Because there's an appetite already. I wouldn't be here on live if there wasn't. It doesn't matter if I got one person on, or 0 people on, or people popping in and out. When I got people who want to know what I'm doing and what's going on and how's my shit going, they know what's going on. And we're not going to impede in progress. We're not going to impede. No one's going to stop progress. Especially somebody who's got their mind at the task at hand. With deadly purpose. Because this is the thing I tell people a lot of time. Sometimes when you got to talk to somebody, you got to be private. And not like this. Like private. Like, now give me your phone number. You know, somebody wanted to talk to me, but I haven't made a fucking Facebook yet. And I don't know. I hope she's okay. She doesn't say hi to me anymore or nothing. The Ponderer on there, Miss Ponderer. And then she thought I banned her. I don't know why would I ban you? You never did nothing wrong. She thought I banned her. And I was like, I didn't even do anything wrong. And it's like, I got no problem wanting to talk. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We're human. Somebody's got to do something. We all need some verbal, mental, physical stimulations. It's just part of our DNA. It's what our makeup. You know? So prove to be the useful mammal. Might give you a good reward. Proof the most useful mammal reward. Yeah. Because we all mammals, but some people think they're cantaloupe. Get studied for cantaloupe. Oh, shit. How the fuck have I been on here 2 hours and 40 minutes when it's only felt like 4 minutes? Huh? I don't know. I left my game even log on. I barely even fucking with the game as I'm so concentrated on y'all. I can't do much on here anyways. I'd die if I try to do anything important, so. You guys want to die now? You want to try now? You think you fly now? Even you drink Red Bull, I'll shoot you down now. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ecstatic right now. So I act a little plucky, if you know what I mean. I'm chipper. We're not talking Chipper Jones on his rookie year. And I've got his rookie cards. They're not worth as much as everybody thinks. Hey. Your move. That's what I want to know. I want to see motherfuckers start playing some chess with me. I need some people to start playing some chess. Real chess. Get down or lay down. Because chess, that's a real game. Game of strategy. War. Yeah. Premeditation. No hesitation. We're not going to debate or Yeah, come on. Hey, your move, buddy. That's what I tell people. Hey, you want to play chess? We play chess. Don't come try and play checkers on my chessboard. I will fucking just mudslide that shit. Like, who the fuck are you? Anybody can hop, skip, and jump. That's hopscotch. I learned that shit when I was a little fucking tyke. When I was a little fucking shite. Yeah. Now, when I need to go to the bathroom, I tell people, I go murder me a shite. I'll be right back. I'm going to drop a Duesenberg. Yeah. Right on those motherfucking U-boats. Sink those son of a bitches. Those fucking kraut-eating son of a bitches. And I'm talking about myself because I'm part German. I don't give a fuck about that. They did us dirty. They did us all bad. Everybody. He must have thought he was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wasn't around yet. And now you got that crazy shit going on now. You got Putin trying to stick it in everyone's Putin. Yeah. Why do you think he's always fucking threatening people with that hammer and that scythe? What is the Soviet Union's thing? Just like with Stalin. The hammer and the scythe. He's going to take that scythe and stick it in your Putin and beat it in. That's how he get everybody. And then if you notice, hey, no other place. I've never seen it in my entire life. And I've watched every generation growing up. Every fucking governor, other than the governor we have now, get hit for corruption and go to federal fucking prison. And we're talking all the way back to George Ryan. Even before that, I mean, come on. What is it with fucking everybody being so fucking corrupt? You want to be a politician? Then I hope you got a fucking hunchback, because you're so fucking crooked, your spine needs to be crooked. Because you're so fucking crooked as a politician. You'll never straighten the fuck up. You'll never shape the fuck up. So I'll never tell any of them to shape the fuck up or behave. Because they won't. Because they got to have their fucking, their $50,000 mahogany wood tables. And their fucking $567,000 fucking Persian rugs. And their secretary that they're fucking on the side, and their personal assistant. Oh, yeah. Fucking, if they're not having a midlife crisis, they're having a midlife crisis. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't have to own a rocket to be a rocket scientist. This shit is fucking easy. It's simple. Like I said, I've explained it before. Shit and 2 makes 8. That doesn't mean shit equals 6. Now tell me what the fuck I said. Tell me what I mean. Your move. Look at you. You got me all... Hey, you got me going more. You got me going. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Look at you. It's the power. No, you're right. Hey, you want to know what I was doing to people at work just to fucking make them shape up, even though, like, I was told, like, hey, man, they're all over them. Get them to shape up. You can't look at nobody and say anything like the shit I type to say, so I'll look up in the air and be like, you guys better shape the fuck up. I want to see triangles and rectangles. There's going to be assholes and motherfucking elbows. Shape the fuck up. Behave, you. Behave. But I won't say it to nobody's face, so they can't actually go and say anything. So when I come walking down the line, some motherfuckers say shape up. He's just like, we catch you fucking pop. Catch you lacking. Hey, you want to be a fucking totem pole? You want to vegetate? Go fucking find a fucking mausoleum. Or a fucking museum or something. Get the fuck out of here. We don't deal with that shit. Pull your roots down. We'll up you. We'll even send you. We'll send you to a fucking radar tower in Alaska. And like you said, we'll mail you your clothes. Fuck it. Don't even worry about it. Just go now. We'll mail you everything. We'll mail you your belongings. Just take yourself. You, yourself, and I. Get the fuck out. We don't play with that shit. Because that makes you the weakest link. Then before you know it, you got to deal and carry that shit. My people need beat back. You should see it. The way my modern people worry about me on here is how they worry about me at work. They're like, we need you back, man. We need you back bad, bro. Man, you need to come back. And it's like, they know I'm coming back, but they didn't know I was going to come back this quick. So, like, they still don't know. And I was there at work today, but I was at work before I went to physical therapy and everything. So, like, nobody knows. When I was talking to who I bumped into there, I told them I'll be back in 2 weeks at the latest. Shit, I might be back this week. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Telling you. Gonna get back at it. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so pumped. Hey, I already set up my 401k. Well, yeah, because like I said, when I first got converted, they couldn't do it right away. So, like, when this shit happened, it was perfect time for me to start doing it. I only got 2 checks since I've been company. We get paid bi-weekly every 2 weeks since now we're not temp. So, I have it set up for a set amount to come out of my 401k and then a little bit to go to stocks. So I honestly make more money than I need. So I'm going to take advantage of it. I don't need to stack it. I just need to get a house. Get something decent. The thing is, it probably won't be mine in long. I'm going to fucking probably just let my kid and my baby mama have it and shit. Because I just want to make sure everyone's good. My mom, everybody. Make sure they're all good. Me? This is the thing that a lot of people don't want to let you know either. I gotta care about myself, but when it comes to my responsibilities, my obligations, it don't matter whether I'm with somebody or not. You got a responsibility and obligation, you better be a fucking man and take care of it. Because I get people all the time talking about they're gonna help people do this and help people do that, and I know they can't even fucking buy a pack of cigarettes for themselves. They're out picking up butts. And on the fucking corners, risking to get TB and everything. I know somebody actually did that one day, and I was a smoker at the time, and I'm 11 years clean on smoked cigarettes, mind you. When March 9th hit this year, I hit 11 years smoke-free. Thanks to my brother that's gone now. He helped me quit when he quit. And he gone now. He coming up on a year now. Because he died. He died a few days ago. Or a couple days from now, it'll be a year. My brother did. My second to oldest brother. Yeah. The one that I was close with. Yeah. And that shit sucks. I wish he would have been here to see me, get company. He knew I was working. He knew I had a job and I was driving, and he's like, You're turning it around, man. He goes, I'll tell you this right now, there's a lot of people who thought you've been dead 10 fucking 15 years ago or in prison. In fucking prison. As a national treasure. He goes, so you really fooling a lot of people, but you making me proud. That meant the world to me. He just told me, keep doing me. Then all of a sudden, he gone. He fucking gone. All this fucking crazy shit. I took a lot of hits, and we all taken a lot of hits. Whether it's a death from somebody or just anything. It doesn't even have to be somebody departing. But that shit, this is the thing. They say time heals. No. Time don't heal. You just get used to the shit. Time don't heal. You just get used to it. Because I'll tell you this right now. My dad died in 95, okay? Alright? Do the math. Do the fucking math. We're threatening almost 30 years now. My dad's been gone. And it seems like last night, I was 9 years old and he told me, hey, I'm going to quit dialysis. And I'm like, why? And he's like, and I should have knew why, but you being 9. He was worn the fuck out. Being on it for 11 years straight. Waiting for a kidney that never came. Yeah, it wore him down. It wore him down. And what was so fucked up was like when he told me about it, I was just like, he was trying to spend extra time with me and shit. And I was just like, yeah, we're cool. Like, I love you, Dad. I always love you. And he asked me, do you hate me for telling you this? And I said, no. I said, honestly, it's probably a good thing you told me because now I'm expecting it. Some people thought it was cruel. And I'm not talking family. I'm talking just people with their own fucking outer experiences that never lost a motherfucking parent. Or still hasn't lost them. Matter of fact, the people who said it, they still got their fucking parents. And their grandparents. And they want to sit here and tell me what my dad did was cruel. Well, my dad did help shape me. It's just like he told me, don't ever let nobody walk all over you. Why? Because if you let them walk all over you, next time they see you, they're going to think about the first time they were around you and what happened. They walked all over you. Don't be a fucking shit now. Don't be a doormat. Don't let nobody. So that's why I've always stood up for myself and my beliefs. Because that's what I instilled in me. He was a good person. I had health problems, but that could happen to any of us at any time. Of course, and like I said, that's why I say they think time heals. It don't, because I can. I've had a lot of major blows start when I was young, and now the last couple of years, I've been getting back to back to back to back. I go pull this fucking thing over here and show you. You'd be like, holy fuck, you have took a lot of hits last year. You'd be like, holy fucking shit, you did. You know what? My family made a little memorial piece for everybody that died last year, and that shit's fucked up. I'm looking at it now. I see my brother, I see my cousin, I see my aunt, I see another one of my aunts. I see a friend. All gone. All gone. Yeah, I know. That's why my dad, he right here. His ashes right here, and the rest of them right over there. You know what the hey? You know what? I don't know if it's Bone Thugs or whatever. You know it was in Pac's will, Tupac's will to smoke his ashes. You know they smoked his ashes, right? Literally. Yeah. They rolled his ass up with weed and smoked him. That's what he wanted. A lot of people think Pac's still alive. If he is, that ain't something for us to worry about. I don't think he is. Just like Biggie, we know he's dead. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know about any of that. Tupac, he said, "You guys, you make sure you roll me up in blunts and smoke my ass. I want to be with the homies," and that's what they did. That's what they did. And they still might have some of Pac's ashes, but they said they started smoking on that shit. And they would. That started in '95. See, that's what's so weird too. Pac died the same year my dad did. Yeah. Yeah. A month away from each other too. Pac got killed what? October or September something? My dad died October 21st. So, everything has to come to a head. I'm not going until the good Lord's ready to fucking take me. That's all there is to it. I'm not doing no premature bullshit, none of that. I'm just gonna do what I know's right. I'm not gonna go revert down my old ways because that's just too easy. I'd rather keep going the way I am because things it's just to the point right now where it's to me it's surreal. Like it's if anybody see this is the thing. You know how I told you I hate social media? That's why I didn't link this shit. Wow, my battery's actually fucking hitting me low now. Wow. I've been on here 3 hours. I told you I need to get I gotta go buy a new tablet again. Because my old tablet got lost over at my buddy's house. Nobody stole it either. I did a location on it. It's there. He just can't find it. Or he's not looking hard enough. So when I go over there, I'm going to find that bitch. And when I said locate my device, it was right there. And he's like, I looked. I showed him. He goes, damn. I can't find it. I said, we'll find it. But that thing will last fucking 18 hours straight. The Google tablet or, the Google Chrome 7 tablet I got. And what's funny is it doesn't come with a stand, but it fits right on here. I bought mine from Walmart and I let it sit in a fucking box for 3 fucking months before I conjured the courage to pop it out. Yeah, because I wanted a Levino, because this is a Levino, but they're cheaper. But it came with a charger and a stand, and it's a charging stand, and then I can't charge it with the stand because it won't bring in enough power. I'll still drain more power than it's charging, so like I said, I gotta get a new one, otherwise I can only do 3-hour fucking lives. And the thing is, some people, they don't want to they want to be on here. They want to be on here like anybody else. They want to be on here and see what's going on. I see that I've had a lot of people come in the fuck out. And when I do my stats, when I look at my stats, I've noticed every time I do a live, more people come on and more people are watching, no matter if they're in and out. You get to see all your fucking shit. And I've noticed that. So I want to keep at it. Just like, I'm probably posting a couple shorts for you guys after. I want to play my game. I want to eat. But I guess I'm going to let this bitch fucking drain. I'll let it pop up again. Last time I let it get to 2%. And you want to know what happened? I went to go upload the video. And I didn't know that when I fucking plugged it in that it actually shut off as I was plugging it in. And I assumed it was charging. That's why it wasn't posted right away. Yeah, it wasn't like before. I didn't know any better. I had to go on there and unlock the motherfucker. These guys, remember that one time when I was like, oh, I'm at 15%, now I'm at 10, now I'm at 8, now I'm at 5, now I'm at 2? Remember when I was at 2? And I shut down? Well, by the time I went to go hook that bitch up, I didn't see it actually shut off. And the charger wasn't going to do it enough to keep it going. So, like, when I come back 3-4 hours later to look at it, the bitch is charging and it's dead. But it's off. So I turned it back on, and then, thank goodness, it was still there. It was still there. My live was. So I unlocked it, threw it out. But yeah, I'm just saying, today was very, very good day. Like I said, every day above ground's a good day, guys. Remember that. Every day above fucking ground's a good day. Don't let nobody take anything from you. Believe in yourself. No, I know you were on that shit too. You're like, somebody's deleting my comments. If they deleted them, they must have did it on your side, because I got them on my side. I can take a screenshot and send it to you. Nobody deleted your comments because I can still see them and everybody else does. Because you've got multiple likes on them. Those ones that you claim were deleted when you went to go make that new channel. That's why I went back to look. I'm like, nobody deleted. You're like, did you delete my comments? I'm like, hell no. And you're my moderator. Like, you've actually got just as much power to that shit than I do. Honestly, especially on live. Like, or when I'm done, you should be able to run through shit. No, they're still there. Nobody deleted your shit, so I don't know why it's not popping up yours. And I don't have them hidden. I don't have them hidden. There's no reason to hide them. There's nothing. I mean, I wouldn't hide nothing. Just like, hey, somebody asked nicely, because we were talking a little bit. Don't matter about what or what it was, but they were like, hey, they're like, you want your channel to grow? And I was like, well, my channel is going to grow anyways. But I was just like, well, yeah, that's what I'm on here for. Then you probably want to take off how we're chatting on here, almost like, talking. And then, it was like, on social media. Well, I don't fuck around really on social media. I'm not going to use my personal social media on here because that's cheating. I don't need a whole bunch of people I know. Oh, hey, right away, the minute I start, hey, here's my YouTube. I would rather them find it on their own when they're surfing it on their own time. Because to me, that's cheating. I'd rather have a whole bunch of people I don't know get on here and start following me and me being able to help them the way they're helping me. Because this is the thing. It's a give and take here. Hey, I'm the sun and you guys are UV. You guys are motherfucking solar panels taking in UV rays. And vice versa. That's why I said I don't know why it's so hard for somebody like, that's why I like the Ponder, because she has the courage to actually talk. She'll actually talk with me. Some people don't want to even get down here and say anything. And if they got something to say, they're too afraid to say it. I don't know why. There ain't nothing afraid to say. I don't give a shit. Say what you want. Some dude come on here the other day and wanted me to fucking say his name like I was singing Destiny's Child, that song. I'm like, hell no. He cut to the fucking brass tacks right away and just asked me, do I like men? Because I guess he was playing for the pink team. At a bare minimum. Maybe blue and pink. Who knows, but... he just didn't know what was going on. He flat out said, and I was like, damn. I said, obviously, you ain't got a conjure no courage. You already had this shit built up. I need people like that who just want to fucking... No, my dad never left me. He never left me. He never did. He wasn't a coward. No, he never left me. He never abandoned us. Yeah, he was the mailman. Yeah, my half-brother came from another mother. Both sides of the part hates me, especially that he's dead now. Oh, they hated how we got together. They hated how we loved each other. They hated how his wife and my nieces and nephews wanted me there, and that I was there for him. I mean, they threatened to have me killed at the fucking funeral. Called me up the night after the wake that morning. Non-stop calls. Didn't even call me blocked. Just telling me, there's a good chance you won't leave that cemetery. I said, well, I'll take that chance. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I said, you pulled the shotgun out during the fucking wake and almost got arrested and had to leave like a little bitch. And you're his half-brother too. Only on the Ma side. And nobody likes you. And then you want to bring a fucking whore. You're married and you bring a whore to my wedding. Not my wedding, my brother's wake and funeral. And you got her walking around like she fucking knew my brother. Trying to treat people. That was not good. And then you bring them with all 4 of your kids. That was sickening, bro. That was sickening. And I don't know, you're watching. I hope you aren't watching. I hope you don't watch, because you want to know what? You fucking full of deluded illusions of grandeur and glory anyways. Who the fuck goes around making up shit about being a fucking in the CIA? And all this shit. Oh, you didn't make it through PT and you went to the brig. Well, we know what you was doing in the brig, yeah. So when they fucking released you, they claimed that, oh, CIA came and recruited them for Black Ops. Oh, I bet you were doing Black Ops. Oh, yeah, I bet you were doing Black Ops. You fucking wee-wee. See, I mean, seriously, this guy would get fucking 2-3 beers in him, and he'd sit there and make these fucking stories up. Like he was in a fucking laboratory and he was building Frankenstein. All he was doing was fucking building stories in a laboratory. Yeah, and then he called his room. And you know he's drunk and just making shit up because it was the same shit over and over again. I mean, he didn't even have enough fucking gumption to fucking twist it a little bit and tweak it to make it even make it look a little different. And everybody knows compulsive liar. My brother even knew he was compulsive liar, but my brother didn't want to cause unnecessary strife, so my brother would just smile and just shake his head, like, okay, you know, because we don't go around doing dumb shit like that. And the thing is, this motherfucker never did anything. And then he want to be the way he is. Well, he gonna be the way he is. You miserable. You miserable now because you don't work. You don't work. You're older than me. You got all these kids. You're cheating on your wife. Your wife's divorcing you. Now you're living back at home at Ma. You're sitting there getting drunk all day. You don't have a fucking job. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what's going on. Tides are changing. And you got to change your fucking self. Because I don't got nothing to do with any of that fucking trash. You want to play fucking stupid games? Then you're going to have to lick and slip up that hogwash. But you want to know what? My shit's going dead, guys. I know I've been on here 3 hours. I got 4 people on and I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. Because I see I got people steady sitting. Watching. Yeah, peeping. Lurking. It's okay. They got the right to lurk. What am I supposed to be mad? Nobody's got him chained to an organ grinder. No one's holding him at gunpoint forcing him to watch. So I don't give a fuck. That's why I like when they fucking try to run that shit. Because I'm going to state the obvious. And when they don't like that, you're going to feel it. You going to feel it. Everyone going to feel it. And then you're going to see. That's why they don't like me. That's why in real life, the motherfuckers ain't like me. In real life, physical, what you guys are getting almost, you're just not around me in a room. You guys are getting to know me. But with me, there's no middle ground. You either love me or you hate me. You want to know why? Thank you, Mod. Thank you. You want to know why? Because I never minced words. Just like when it come to my friends, I would tell them what they didn't want to hear, which was the truth. And they hated it because everybody else would be yes men. Oh yeah, you're doing good, you're doing good, you're doing good. Even though you're out fucking breaking into cars like a fucking 12-year-old that fucking steal change and find shit for fucking crystal meth. You're too busy wanting to sail with Captain Crank. Whatever. You know? Whatever. You said everyone is welcome with a smiley emoji. That's what you put right before this post. I can't see my last post. Everyone is welcome. Smiley emoji. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, it just hit it. I'm at 5%. I let it go to 2. It's going to do the same shit again. I don't know why you can't see it. You're the mod. You should be able to see it because when somebody else pops up, you're always like, welcome them. You're always the one to say welcome. I'm not. I can't. Not on this whole thing. But hey, guys, as much as I don't want to leave, I've got to. Not because I want to, because I have to. There's a big difference. Just like needing and wanting. Necessity and luxury. Big difference. It was good being on here. Thank you, Mod. You said the email is in your thing. Well, I hit you with an email, but I'm gonna give you my number. I'd rather just talk to you in the flesh or live or something if that's cool. But just one-on-one. What is next? What, for me tonight? Shit. I'm gonna start reading practicing for that stupid fucking test. Because it's 240 questions and they take 30 out of them, generated random for the writing test. For driving. So, I'm going to study that because next Monday I go in for that at noon. And like I said, I could be starting work before that. But I already know what's going to happen when I leave the surgeon's office with that fucking paper here coming Thursday. Because I got no more physical therapy. I ain't got no more physical therapy. Yeah, they're making me do the fucking vision, writing, and driving again. They're making me do that just to get the license. Even though I was told that the secretary said I ain't got to. And I got a paper from them showing that I ain't got to. They're still making me do it. So, I set up an appointment earlier for Monday at noon. Because you have to set up an appointment to go to DMV around here. Otherwise, they just kick you the fuck out. Oh, yeah, they're Gestapo, like they're fucking running to fucking Auschwitz and shit. I wish I could fucking put them in Auschwitz. Son of a bitches. No, because they're fucking uptight fucking women who want to peg leg everybody verbally and mentally. And sometimes physically. I've never seen somebody take a chartboard and fucking fling it and almost hit a fucking innocent bystander because they got mad because somebody wasn't doing what they wanted to. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, tomorrow I've got a lot of shit going on, so I probably won't stay late up tonight even though I'm a night owl. What is it right now? What time is it anyways? Damn. I'm about to 12:05. Happy Tuesday, everyone. But yeah, hey, this morning, I gotta get the tow guy over here. Take my fucking car up to the fucking, drop it off at the dealership. And then, they'll get the keys going. Because they have them coming down from Indiana. From their fucking, their master spot. Yeah, their main base. And they can't even make them there. They got to bring the keys down here, cut them, program them after they ship it. So, yeah. Yeah. Do we do a live? Yeah. We can't. I'll talk. Don't worry. I'll talk to you, bro. I'll hit you up. Don't worry. But yeah, I got to go. Otherwise, this is going to die on me. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want me to talk about something or you want to get in where you fit in, because it's all about relating, and I want to help y'all guys. I don't want you guys going through any shit that I had to go through. So if I can prevent anything negative for you, don't be afraid to say something. Don't be scary, Barry. Don't be a scary Barry, for real. I'm right here for y'all. Just like y'all here for me. Actually, I feel like I'm not, but I am. I got all this, like I said, it's so crazy how when I went in and like the first thing out of their mouth was, do you want today to be your last day? Because there's no reason to keep you here. You're ready to go. Especially after we do the last tests and do this last thing. And yeah, like I said, things have just been coming together. Never mind the weather. Yeah. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to talk about something, I'll be on again tomorrow night. I love y'all. Thank you, Mod. I'll hit you up. I'll grab your email and shit. I'm gonna fucking send you a number, nigga. I don't like email, but I'll grab your email and send you a number to it. So, but you know what I said. If you guys got something you want to know, if you don't know, now you know. Let me know. All right. Love y'all. It's another one with your boy Witham. I'm out.